um, what's it called? A new voice recorder. Because right now the program I'm using is primarily for video and audio, and it's just that extra step of me having to create it. Because I think I'm just gonna drop the video stuff. I don't know. We'll see. But I would like to have alternatives, like when we do the interviews or when we do extra content that doesn't have any visual. I just want to record audio.
Right.
But I think VLC can do it, but when I tried it, it was not easy to set up.
I don't know about that part.
Do you
Anyway,
do you guys use anything just for audio recording?
I hear
not through my.
Audacity.
Oh yeah, I have that. I should just figure out how to use that. I think I downloaded it and then didn't play with it enough.
Yeah, I know it's really easy to record stuff that you're saying. I wouldn't know about like recording like other people's inputs and stuff like that.
Okay.
That's something I would have to look into, but I hear it's pretty easy.
Okay. That's good. That's what I'll use. All right. So, we ready to dive in, or does anyone have any questions or anything?
Are we
Good
ready
to
to
go.
die? Is that what you asked?
Dive
You-
in.
Y'all ready for the TPK?
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously.
Well, I mean, we'll see. We'll have to see what happens, I guess, right? So when we last left our heroes, the party was able to get Lee out of jail after he had a little run-in in the local jail cell and some 9 golden swords
No, that's too long ago.
too long ago.
Uh, Came back from council break.
Ah, yes. So leaving the Council of Waterdeep, group left and decided they were going to run a couple errands before returning to Skyreach Castle to rest. As they were splitting off from each other to go about their various ways, they were stopped by Chopper of the 9 golden swords, an enforcer sent to bring about justice to Lee for deserting his clan. And we left them in the middle of battle where they had already downed down one of the assassins, and Grimmeth had entrapped the character known as Chopper in a ring/wall of fire, and incidentally trapping Lee and Braum in the center too. So we are in mid-combat. Grimmeth, you or the last one, I left it on you just because that way we would know what was going on.
Yeah. So last thing that I did was cast that wall of
Cast
fire.
that wall of fire. And then
So-
I saw a little bit of you guys talking about it in the chat, but it seems like if you pass through it, you take damage, or if you end your turn in it, you take damage.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you end your turn within 10 feet, you
Within
take
10
damage.
feet.
Within-
Oh, okay.
Yeah. 10 feet
Within
of
10 feet of the internal ring.
yes.
Right.
So
Okay.
on the outside, you're fine.
If you're
Oh.
inside that ring, you're
But
taking
when
damage.
the first time you pass through it on a turn, you take damage too. So we can't just end up outside of it and be fine. We're gonna take damage crossing the threshold,
Right. I mean that
which
makes
makes
sense.
which makes sense. Yeah.
Okay.
Can't just
Well,
run
what's
through
your-
fire and be fine.
Mhm.
Oh, what's your vertical, Lee? Think you can top
I
it?
just need to take these boots off of this chopper guy, and then I will be fine.
But it's a dex save, right?
Nope.
No, there's no save to go through the
Auto
fire.
damage.
Yowzas.
Yeah.
You're taking damage.
I thought it was a deck save, which is why one main reason I casted it, but
Hmm.
I'm still learning. Grimmeth's still learning about fire spells, so it's fine.
Exactly. All right. So Grimmeth, that was your turn. So we have Aravan next. You had, I think, didn't you
been
throw
down.
this guy towards
Huh?
the fire?
No, I was downed.
Oh, that's right.
Someone, the assassin managed to get a crit on me.
Okay.
I think it was a crit.
Yeah.
At any rate, he knocked me down to 0. And then Brahm healing worded me, I think.
Yes.
Or, no, not healing word. Used his channel divinity. So I guess I use half my move speed just to stand up.
Okay.
And then I look over and I see, oh, holy crap, there's a giant circle of flames where the fight was happening, which is opaque. I
Yeah.
looked up
Yes,
the
you
spell,
cannot see through it.
which means not only can I not see the circle of flames, I can't see you guys on the other side of the circle of flames.
Yep.
So I guess I will move 15 feet towards the circle of flames.
So I can drop the circle of flames anytime I want as well. Hey.
Wait, you can?
Yes, any kind. Anytime. It's
Even off
concentration.
turn.
Even
On
off turn.
Noted.
So if you guys like yell at me and you're like, "What the hell, Grimace? Drop it!"
Yeah.
But-
So
yeah,
I'm
I
gonna.
don't-
I still can't. Can I see you guys from here? No. So I will. I can't see what's going on. I'm going to dash. 2, 3. What the hell happened?
You're talking to
Oh, I just
Florston and
casted some
Grimace.
spells. I'm still new to fire. So I mean, they should be fine in there.
Okay, I guess that's my turn.
All right. Next we got old Chopper. Now engulfed, he sees the flames rise up, and you see
He's stunned, by the way.
he's stunned.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was-
from hypnotic
Forrest
pattern.
Dance. Yeah, so he hasn't taken damage yet because he didn't. The wall of flame wasn't on him. So he'll just be stunned until he takes damage at the end of his turn.
End of his
for
turn.
ending up with,
Okay.
right.
And then being
But for now, he's frozen.
okay,
He's stunned. The
And
pattern.
but he can make his save now if it's the end of his
There
turn.
is no
right?
save.
For the stun.
Well, for the hypnotic.
Well, he's going to take damage from the wall at the end of his turn.
Okay, so it is.
So I
it's
think
the end
the-
of his turn. Go ahead and do damage. Roll damage, please.
Fire. Bam. 17 fire damage.
All right. So the flames start catching on some of his pants, and his hair singes, and he tries to shake the hypnotic pattern, which is, what is it, DC 17?
Well, he took damage, so now
He
he's
does. So he
Oh,
well,
he's
he
automatically.
took damage, and that ends it automatically.
Okay.
But it's the end of his turn, so he can't do anything.
No. Can't do anything.
Can't do anything.
Let me see real quick. Oh. All right, so. Why is this not showing up right? Sorry, I'm missing something. Okay. Go ahead, Lee.
Lee is obviously taken aback by a sudden wall of flames around him, but his focus is still on defeating Chopper. So he's going to make an attack with his Kayuketsu. Cold touch of 90 bores. There's a 23 to hit.
23 hits.
And it's a sneak attack because Brahm is next to me.
Okay,
We'll do 14 piercing damage.
got it.
Then another Kayuketsu attack. No advantage, I guess, so only a 15 to hit.
15, he's able to dodge, or glances off his plate armor. Plate pauldron.
Okay. More key. I'll just have to make do with an unarmed strike. 18. Hypnotic wheel kick.
18's close. You are the aggressor, so yes, 18 strikes.
Ah, no. Yes. Alright. So I will do. Oh, ignore 5. I'll do 8 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And I'm feeling the heat, so I'm going to withdraw. I've been attacking him, so I get the free disengage from my mobile.
Okay.
I'm gonna step outside the the ring about 10 feet. So I'm gonna have to take 5, 8, going through the ring of fire.
It just occurred to me.
22
I don't think
damage.
you ever.
22.
I don't think you guys ever did the initial. Oh wait, no, that's only if you're inside it. Never mind.
Yeah, we
Well,
did the initial damage for
he
this
could
guy
sculpt
here,
around
this
that.
assassin.
Yeah.
But
And for us, he could sculpt around it because that was a dex save for initially casting.
Yeah.
All right, so 22, ouch, down to 17, and then I'm going to yell, "Grimit, what the hell is that?"
it's a spell. I just
Ah.
learned it.
It hit me. Stick to ice spell, dummy.
Shit.
And that's my turn.
Shit. Wait, Brom's in there. Shit. I guess I'll drop it since Brom's in there. And
But-
since it's damaging them, I'll drop the
Okay.
wall of fire. Bing.
Thank you. Wall of fire dissipates.
Get this as well. This was also from the wall.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, that's
That mine?
not mine.
I got it. All right. Next is Braum. Who wants to play Braum?
I guess I'll take him.
I don't know what he can do. You're the only one of this
Yeah.
character sheet.
Yeah, you need to give
Oh,
me
are
access
you?
to his character sheet.
Just
You could just
DM
do it.
play him
Yeah, that's fine. Just
instead of having to.
MP.
Okay. I'll NPC him. That way,
We can explain that in the intro for this
and,
episode.
and that way, none of you will get blamed by him
Insider
when he
info.
dies.
Just you.
Just me.
Exactly.
All right. So, Braum, what will you do?
Well, he has a spiritual weapon as a bonus action.
Spiritual
Right,
weapons
that's
of
there.
bonus. Okay. So that'll be his bonus action for his regular action. And then I don't know how many spell slots he has and stuff either. Oh, he's been keeping track of them. This seems about right, because you guys had rested prior to.
Yeah, we haven't
How many
really
spell
casted
slots
any-
does it say he has
He
left?
has. It looks like he's only used a 4th level slot and a 3rd level slot. Just one of each.
That sounds right. He
Yeah.
did a cure wounds on the spiritual weapon.
Spiritual weapon was at the 4th level. So keep
And
that.
Cure Wounds was at 3rd? Yeah, there it is. Spiritual weapon at 4th
Think
level.
so? I feel like he had to.
No,
kill someone
Beacon of
who was
Hope.
pretty hard.
He still has Beacon of Hope going.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what
is that what it was?
That's
so
the
he's still
one.
concentrating on that.
So that was the 3rd
So
level.
any healing is maxed, and we have advantage on wisdom saving throws and death saves.
Okay, so I think I just need to take away one 1st level spell, whatever the cure wounds were for Erevan. Did you find
No,
that?
it wasn't Cure. It was his Channel Divinity.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was just.
Okay,
yeah.
so we don't need. All right, good. So he has plenty of slots. Let's use them up. Feign death. Is that appropriate at this stage of the battle? Ugh. Just falls
Did he-
over.
That's why we're not playing.
That's awesome.
Oh, he has so many spells. I'm just right now. I'm just overwhelmed with all
Let's see.
these.
What are cleric spells?
I mean, it's Braum. He's gonna
I don't know,
tank.
yes.
He's gonna attack
He's a
his
tank.
mace.
Fuck,
He's gonna
yeah.
stand right there.
It's like, what am I doing? Why am I looking at a spell list?
You'll probably heal someone with a bonus action. I don't know. Or no, he's got his.
What spells does he have prepared, actually?
That's a good question because I did see his check marks. Okay, so here's what
All of them.
Braum's gonna do. He's going to. He sees Lee, like run off and looks pretty damaged and singed. So he's gonna cast Healing Word on.
That's a bonus action.
Healing Word is.
Yeah. You probably don't want to do that because then he
No,
can't attack
yeah.
with his spiritual weapon.
How about Cure Wounds?
Well,
Oh, he
That's
has to
touch.
Touch. Let me look up the cleric spell list.
How about Hold Person? Will that
I don't know.
heal
We don't
Lee?
know what he has prepared.
Hang on, you don't want to cast a concentration spell because he has Beacon of Hope up.
Okay.
I have to edit a lot of shit out.
Oh well, this what happens.
Just have him. He could just disengage and.
What's his
oh wait,
fourth
that
level?
Just
Just
hit him
skip
with
the-
the mace. Fuck it.
Yeah, just,
What fourth level
Cast
spells does he
Healing
have
Word.
prepared?
4th
You-
level.
you can't-
He has
You
one
can't go wrong with hitting him in the mace.
one slot left. He has Stone Shape, Guardian of Faith, Death Ward, and Banishment's concentration.
Guardian of Faith. Is that concentration?
No, it doesn't have.
And
the
maybe
tag.
save his 4th levels. What does he have on 3rd level?
He has Beacon of Hope, which he's already cast. He has Mass Healing Word, but that's a bonus action.
Yeah.
And Remove Curse, Revivify, Speak with Dead, Spirit Guardians as a concentration.
Hmm.
Just hit him with
Okay,
the-
maybe
How many
maybe he should
mass
just.
healing word.
That's,
I think that'd be worth it to heal the 3 of us
okay.
Yeah.
instead of making one
Yeah.
spiritual weapon attack. I think maybe he'll stay there, swing his mace, mass healing word as a bonus action, and be like, "Get back in the fight, guys."
No, he's never called you guys into the fight. I think he's. But yeah, I like your.
I'm pretty sure him or Grimmeth made some complaints about me ducking out of fights way back at
Oh
Castle
yeah, I
Minotaur.
certainly have.
All right, so Healing Word coming up. I'm surprised. I guess he was running the same issue, like casting it.
Just
I'll just copy and paste it.
do
All right.
what is it? I think
Also,
it's,
it'll-
level
it'll
1
max
is
out.
70.
So it's 4 plus his modifier because he still has Beacon of Hope going.
Yeah.
Right.
It's 4 plus modifier. Plus, I think he gets a bonus to healing people because he's a
That's
life cleric.
Yeah, he does.
I don't suppose he has blindness, deafness.
So check his page for what bonuses he has.
Okay. Let's
Should
take a
be
look.
there.
So it's his modifier plus, I think it's 2 or 1.
Shelter Felt Faithful. I don't know, but his modifier, like his spell attack modifier or his proficiency
Yeah.
modifier? Spell
No,
attack.
it's his spell attack.
All right, so +8. So let's do that.
Plus, don't forget that he's a
Life,
life
cleric.
cleric.
I don't
Yeah,
see
Blessed
it under
Healer.
his-
Beginning of 6th level, healing spells he casts on others heal you as well. He's fully healed anyways.
Okay.
Disciple of Life. Whenever you use a 1st level spell or higher to restore hit points to a creature, the creature regains an additional hit points equal to 2 plus the spell's level.
That's it.
Okay, so this is a 3rd level spell, so that's 5.
All right.
What's his wisdom modifier? +4, +5?
It's got nothing to do with the wisdom
Yeah,
modifier.
just the spell. The spell attack
Spell
I got
level.
built in, so 5
Right.
extra.
So his
two
wisdom
plus-
his wisdom modifier is his spell attack modifier,
Mm.
spellcasting ability modifier.
Um,
Because he's a cleric.
Right,
Well,
does-
no, he's got
does
proficiency
Blessed-
too.
yeah,
Blessed
his
Healer doesn't heal us
Well,
too.
no,
That's just what he gets
just for
out of it.
him, but he's full, so
Yeah.
that we can
Well, no,
negate that.
it's 4
No,
plus
it's-
spellcasting plus
Spellcasting ability, not spell attack.
Yes,
Oh,
it's probably +4 for him. I'm guessing
Okay.
his wisdom's 17 or 18,
Is his wisdom 18?
18 or 19.
his wisdom is neither of those. It's 20.
Oh,
Hell
so that's
yeah.
5. So that's
So we all
10
regain
plus
9.
4. So 5 plus 5 plus 4, because everything's maximum from Beacon of Hope.
What's the extra plus 5?
It's 4 plus 5 plus 14.
It's the
14
life
health.
cleric.
Life cleric.
It's a 3rd level spell plus 2.
But yeah, but that's for what he regains. That's not extra for us,
No,
is it?
that's
No,
for everyone.
it's
else.
everybody.
Everyone.
It's everyone.
I'm looking at Life Domain on roll 20. It says when
It's
you
Disciple
cast a
of
spell that restores hit points to a creature other than you regain hit points equal to 2 plus the spell's
Yes,
level.
look at his
Sixth
level
level.
1.
Yeah, that's 6th
He's
level. Look at
Disciple
level
of
1, my
Life.
dude.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, okay, my
Yes,
bad. All right.
exactly.
So
So
that is a
15.
total of 14
14.
healing to any of us that need healing.
Man.
Yeah.
All right,
Is
so
everybody? I can't see.
Brahm's gonna. So, all right, so now that we got this, oh boy.
I can actually say that.
So Brahm turns, sees Lee, like glances it quickly, turns back to Chopper, swings his mace down at Chopper, and 22 hits. He does 2 bludgeoning damage, striking a glancing blow on his helm, and then he casts Mass Healing Word.
Wait, why did you delete my...
Oh, that was yours?
Yeah, this one's his. It stays up.
It just doesn't attack.
Yeah.
Oh, good point. Okay.
It's not concentrate. Yeah.
All right, thank you for that. So he casts Mass Healing Word on up to 6 individuals, so he casts it on the party.
We each gain 14 hit points.
14, so yeah, add 14 hit points of healing. And then he's going to stay right here. Chopper engaged in combat. All right, Florestan. it's your
And he's
turn.
gonna say, "What's wrong with you guys? Get in here!"
Well, I had a nice little song I wanted to sing for you guys, but it kind of loses its purpose now that we don't have the Ring of Fire. But I'm gonna do it anyway. So
Did you go down, down, down in a burning ring of fire?
I made
Dude,
that joke
okay.
last week. Come on, moving on.
Oh, all right. Well, then I'm not gonna do it.
Oh, God.
Because yeah, that was it. So I'm just gonna run up here and swing at him with my rapier. 14 to hit.
Okay, 14. He sidesteps. He like turns his torso, dodges it.
All right, and I guess that's all I've got. So nice, simple. I'm done.
Okay. Assassin is up. That guy's dead, but the other one, he's patting his sleeves where the flames have caught a little bit of fire, still smoldering. He pats his sleeves, completely off, or like clearing off everything, and then he looks at who's left in front of him, and he sees that Braum just got a hit on Chopper, so he's gonna move.
Wait, is that guy not dead?
Now the other one was.
What's the symbol on him?
This guy's dead. That is.
That was a stun that you should have been taken off.
oh,
Damage.
Um,
Hypnotic
Right.
pattern. So Grimmeth just had to fuck everything up. Just kidding.
He's gonna kind of like go over here, try to get some. Looks like he's just trying to create some distance. He's gonna pull out his light crossbow and take a shot at Braum. 16 glances off Braum's armor and does not
That's a-
pierce.
damn good thing too.
Yeah. Yeah, but it was rolling crit damage too, so. But either way, yes, it was good. Alright, so that's all he can do. Grimmeth, it's your turn.
Grimmeth,
Grimmeth.
Yes.
if you're muted, you may be
My turn.
muted.
Yes, it's your turn, Grimmeth.
All right. Seeing how that sort of fizzled, he's just gonna cast an ice bolt at one at this guy over here, and then 2 over here. 2 at Chopper.
Okay. Fire those ice bolts off. Alright.
So
First one's 10. That's a crit miss. Second one is a crit. Look at you. Crit failed and a
Yeah.
crit success back
and
to
the
back.
third one is a 21 at the assassin.
Perfect. Alright. So your ice bolt flies out. The last one whizzes out and hits the assassin for 12 cold damage. The other two, one fizzles out before it reaches Chopper. The second one strikes true for 13 cold damage on Chopper.
Yes. And move over here, and that'll be it. It's my turn.
Ice shatters off of Chopper's armor, and then he turns, and Erevan, you can see that he's glances at Grimmeth, but he's fully engaged in struggle with Florestan and Braum. He's
Well, now he's about to be fully engaged in a struggle with Florestan, Braum, and Aravan. So, yeah, I'm going to move up 10 feet,
all right.
and I will attack with my... where is it? Great sword. There we go.
Weak.
Yeah, blood! Blood for the blood sword.
Blood, blood sword.
27 damage.
Oh yeah, strikes
No,
true.
it's a 27 to hit.
27
Sorry, yeah,
to
27
hit. Yes, 27 strikes
wish.
true, and it cuts in, and you can hear your sword just It's making like drinking noises, like it's drinking up the blood.
Yep.
15 slashing damage on Chopper.
This is a really evil sword. And he is wounded from
And
the
he's
sword.
wounded. All right. And what
And
does wounded? I see it.
second great sword attack. 24 to hit.
All right, your second attack strikes true again, and the sword's just loving and drinking it all up for 13 slashing damage.
Mhm.
All right.
And on that one, I will sink a first level spell slot into a smite.
Ooh.
Wounding stack. It says for each time.
So that's an additional 2d8 damage. I can only wound once per turn.
Oh, it says for each time.
Yeah, but once per
Once
turn
per
I can
turn.
wound it.
Oh, I see.
All right, so 8 additional smite damage.
Mhm.
He's staggered. You can see if you could hear it, you would know his ears are ringing.
Well, then I'm going to try and finish him off with my bonus action to have my spiritual weapon attack him.
All right.
22.
Spiritual weapon 22 strikes him for 11 force damage. He's reeling. That was an insane combo.
Yeah, it just took like
Yeah.
40 some damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see. 28, 36, 47 damage. Yeah, and he's about to take another 1d4.
For wounding.
Yes.
All right, go ahead and wait at the start. Okay, at the start of
Yeah.
his turn. So before your turn ends, he's gonna lash out with his glaive at you. Just like it's almost like he's staggering. And he just thrusts out like a stab in the dark.
Okay.
19.
Does a 19 hit me? I think it does.
Not if I use cutting words, which I do.
All right, use cutting words. And what does that do?
I'm gonna subtract a D8 from whatever.
Roll
you
that
roll.
D8 then. Yes.
Okay.
18. So an
rolled a
18
1.
still hits me.
Oh,
I rolled a 1.
damn.
That is my armor class.
Yes, that does hit you then. 10
Damn.
10
slashing,
slashing damage. Oof. Well, I suppose it's only fair that he gets in an attack of his own in response.
That's right. Look at you guys, so
Forstan,
magnanimous.
well, he only feels a little bit bad because he was kind of disgusted with the sword thing. So he's like, "Oh, dang, bummer. Sorry, I tried."
All right. So it's Chopper's turn. He's gonna take wound damage. Roll that up, please.
1!
Ah,
All right, another one.
And
that's
then
just
he-
enough. He collapses.
He can-
A
So-
constitution check.
he
Saving
like
throw.
he gets his footing for a second, and then he immediately goes straight up into the air. He disengages. He like disengages from you guys, and he like jumps, but then he just keeps levitating.
How
Hey,
high?
Lee, it'd be really cool if you could do that.
So he has to make a constitution saving throw at this point
All right, and what is that for?
to
So
end
he's
the
stunned.
wound.
To end the wound. Okay. I'm just gonna put a blue marker on him to show he is up.
How high?
Well, I guess you're gonna have to make a non-free perception check on your turn to measure the distance.
Wow.
I can't perceive if he's like
He's-
right above our heads or like 3 stories up.
He's
or, like-
3 stories above your head.
Awesome.
Sorry, Aravan, you said he had to make a con save to break away from wound.
Yeah, to end the wound.
Okay.
He's a 15 or higher.
He rolls a 21.
He's no longer wounded.
All right. You can hear like just faint like slurping sounds of your sword, and then he peppers in like more.
He's kind of out of reach at the moment, but I'll see what I can do.
All right, Lee.
Throw me!
Yeah, throw me. So Chopper levitates straight up. As he like gets above your teammates, you and him make eye contact as you start your turn.
And I go, "You will not get away from me that easy, my friend." And I am going to use Kensai Shot as a bonus action to add an extra 2d4 damage to my ranged attack.
Oh.
And then I am going to throw a dart at him
Shangdao dart. And what does
for an
the
18.
18 strikes him?
So I do 8 plus 4.
Okay.
So 10 damage.
Another. Okay.
And then my second attack, I will throw another dart.
All right. You throw
12.
the second dart goes wide.
And let's see, that's my side weapon. So I guess that counts. Hold on, where's martial arts? Action. Monk
So I'm looking
weapon.
up my jump height calculator, the jump height calculator for 5e at the moment.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, link that.
All right.
I would love to see that calculator.
Okay, so I can move through allies 5, 8, 5, 30, 35.
Ooh, should change
so-
my name.
Because it's a Kensai weapon, it counts as a monk weapon. So I can still do an strike as a bonus action. So I'm gonna run up to the assassin, give him a punch in the mouth. Oh, I mean a
kick?
a scorpion
Alright.
sting kick for 16.
Scorpion King Sting's kick. You see, like he's trying to load up his crossbow, and then all of a sudden you run up and you just kick him right in the chin. For how much damage? 9 damage.
So I imagine it's like I'm running up to him, and at the last second I like duck my head down, and my back foot comes like up and over and catches him in the head. When he was expecting something else when he saw me like dive down with my head, and then foot came over back behind me and clapped him in the face.
And when it did, he dropped the bolt that he was loading, and you see him like rubbing his head, and then with that hand, and starts to load another bolt.
And then, as I'm doing all of that, I'm gonna yell out to Chopper, I guess some people are scared to fight.
Chopper's watching you, but he doesn't respond. You can see that as he turns to kind of watch you run under him, that his left arm he's kind of holding it to his side at an angle, like it's broken, but his right arm's still holding his glaive. Okay, Braum, is that it for you, Lee?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Braum's gonna be next. He sees Chopper's almost done for. He's going to. What's he gonna do?
Hold.
can move
This would be a
spiritual
good
weapon
time
up.
to cast Hold Person,
Okay.
I think.
So Braum goes in to cast Hold Person on Chopper trying to get away. Here it comes. Cast it. Yeah, sure. Alright. So he casts Hold Person. 60-foot range. Concentration. So that means Beacon of Hope drops.
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to drop that. Save changes. Now, he looks at Chopper and grim determination steals his rugged face. And he tries to hold person on Chopper, who must make a wisdom save of 14 and does not save against it and immediately is held in place. And you see him like struggle for a second, and he almost wants to move his left arm but decides not to, and Braum just gives a smirk.
Now, does he fall?
That's a good question. Does he?
No, winged boots don't say anything about you have to maintain.
Oh yeah, that's right.
movement or
Yeah,
anything.
because if you get knocked unconscious
Magically held
while
aloft.
flying, then you're up there for the duration unless you wake up before that. I remember looking that up.
Yeah, he's paralyzed.
So he's
I
paralyzed. in
had
place.
wall run.
Well, if you fall, normally if your speed falls to 0 while you're flying, you fall to the ground.
Yeah, it doesn't say that though for winged boots. It doesn't say you have to maintain.
Yeah, I remember looking this up before, Airvan. If the item will actually say what happens to you, like if you glide at a certain speed or something.
Okay.
But yeah, I looked this up before, because I remember like winged boots, they would just pretty much be knocked unconscious and then floating in the air for however long. So he is paralyzed. do the spell. Okay. Now, it is Floristan's turn.
Wait, no, that's a bonus action.
Oh,
Brom
Brom
can-
can...
Move the spiritual weapon.
Oh, okay. So he moves
So, how high is this guy off the ground
to
again?
30 feet.
Spiritual weapon can't reach him.
How far can it move, though?
20 feet.
Okay, so it's going to move 20 feet up.
What was it, like on the ground? Or...
He moves it 20 feet up.
Oh yeah.
Floristan, your turn.
All right. Yeah, I'm just gonna throw some shade at him. It's like, hey, what's wrong, guy? Can't move. What's going on? And then some vicious mockery, I guess.
All right. So DC 17
That
Wisdom
was not your
save.
best diss.
All right, he rolls a 18.
He succeeds. It wasn't a very good diss, anyways. And then, yeah, that'll do it.
Okay. Next is the assassin's turn. All right, assassin. He sees you, Lee, and he's fumbling around with his crossbow. Decides just to leave it alone, and draws his short sword. He drops his crossbow, draws his short sword, and lashes out at you. First attack is an 8. Does not hit. Second attack, 24. 24 to hit, and then 7 piercing damage, and then you need to make a con save.
Boy.
Okay, so you save on that, so you only take half of 25, so 12 damage.
God. 19.
So you take 19 damage total. All right. And
Grimmeth.
before you go, Grimmeth,
Yes.
no, go ahead. You're good. Just go.
Oh.
Your turn.
What was gonna what? Okay. Seeing how he flew up in the air, he's now all alone. No buildings around, no friendlies, no nothing. I am gonna cast Frost Blast at him.
So don't forget that attack rolls against him have advantage because he's paralyzed.
Mhm.
Well, doesn't matter. This is an AOE and he takes damage
That's
whether
true.
he saves or not.
Here it comes. Nice.
Oh, well, he automatically fails Dex save. Oh, Constitution.
It's a Constitution save.
All right. So
So
what about his saving throw? Does it change?
he makes a Constitution saving throw, or it takes 30 damage, or half that.
Okay.
Con is not affected by paralysis.
Okay, got it. All right, he rolls a 7, so he takes the full 30. Describe how you kill Chopper in midair, please.
Oh man, well, I think it's just gonna target straight on him, so he's just gonna get a meteor right to the face. I mean, it's just gonna detonate right there. And does he fall to the ground?
Mm-mm.
I don't know.
Still there.
Still up there, that's fine. I think he'll just not be frozen in place, but he'll have like frostbite all over his body and that sort of thing.
You see the darkening bluish black skin or the skin color start just creeping through the exposed parts of Chopper as he's held there. His left arm can't move. His right arm's trying to keep hold of his glaive, and he starts to let go, but then it freezes in place. And you see him just like look up at the sky and just in this like death gasp with his mouth agape, and you see that he's just floating there, this frozen corpse looking up at the sky with his glaive to his side, and beneath him all these little snowflakes and ice particles shower down on Floristan, Erevan, and Brom.
Well,
beautiful.
there goes the need
Awesome.
for me to do my awesome parkour off the side of this building and grab him in midair. That
I
the
thought
DM would've
Lee
probably
was
told
gonna
me,
do that. I thought you guys were
no,
gonna be like, give
no,
me a boost.
Hell no, you can't do that.
Come on, guys, build
Yeah.
a pyramid.
Out of
I don't have-
curiosity,
I don't have-
how tall is this building? How tall would this roof have been?
That one is 2 stories. I actually marked all the buildings because I have
Oh,
a feeling this
yeah.
might come into play.
Well,
But I wouldn't
when
have
you
been able
someone
to
who can
do
fly.
that.
Yeah.
I can only grab something 16 feet up. If it was a one-story building, then I maybe could have grabbed that. Sorry, 16 feet up. I maybe could have
Don't worry,
grabbed that
guys.
and left off, but oh well.
You can still parkour off that
Don't
to
worry,
attack
it
the
was-
assassin, I guess.
It was either that or like I would cast fly on one of you guys so you can just fly up there and get after him, but I can't get to you. I only have 15 feet of movement right now. So I'm exhausted. Yay.
You still have, what, 2 points of exhaustion or 3?
Yes.
Two?
2.
Grimace,
Well-
Grimace, like, breathing heavily. He just, like, lazily casts out these spells. Like barely a flick of the wrist.
No matter, he's down. Hey, his glaive was hanging down, right? And frozen in his hand.
Frozen in
yeah?
his hand, yes.
So as I pass under him, could I reach up, grab the glaive, and sort of just like flick him down to the earth?
No, he's still 30 feet up.
Oh well.
So that'd be
okay.
like 20 feet up.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll bonus action first off to my spiritual weapon 20 feet
Okay.
and have it attack.
Attack the assassin. 25.
25.
That hits. 10 force damage.
Great.
Alright, gives him a good wallop.
And then I will move to flank the assassin from the other side.
Okay. Sweet
Spin.
parkour onto the grass, I hope. A gainer.
Oh yeah,
Did you get a
totally
gainer on
sweet parkour. I'm no way just charging straight at him. And great sword attack.
that? Alright.
21.
Oh yeah. That hits 12 slashing damage. Your greatsword slashes into him and you hear another like whisper in delight.
Yep. And he's wounded, and then I will make a second greatsword attack. Now does a 15 hit.
A 15 strikes him. So
Great.
it's like he's about to duck under it, and then you're able to just. It's almost like your sword redirects itself in midair and catches him right at the section where his ear and head meet. And
Oh,
it just sinks in deep, and you just knock him to the side as he falls over dead, and you see like you've actually cleaved a part of his skull open.
well, perfect.
You're
Sword's
having a
happy.
You're having a
enemy's
hard time.
dead.
Yeah, you're having a hard time pulling your sword free, even though you know it's not stuck.
Oh, come on. Yeah, this is just gratuitous now. Come on, sword.
It starts stirring up the brains inside the open skull.
Like Cookie Monster. Just
That's
Really,
what I'll start
sword?
doing. Maybe I'll change his
You
voice to the
have-
Cookie Monster.
Really, sword, you have no chill.
Delicious. All right, you guys are out of combat.
well, Lee is going to run up to Grimmeth and go, "You gotta get me
Hello,
up
Grimmeth.
there. Those boots are mine. I need those boots. We gotta get me up there. Can you make me fly?"
I
I
have.
Can't
certainly
you
can.
climb walls, Lee?
I want
Not
to
yet.
have something I want to try. I haven't done before. I have a necklace that's the airplane amulet, and it lets me cast some kind of spell. I don't remember which one it is, but I want to try if I can like swat them downwards.
Wasn't it gust of wind?
Gust of wind.
Gust?
That sounds right.
Gust of
know.
wind that
I don't.
goes
think
from
it
you,
was.
not in like a vector direction.
I don't know, honestly. It was just described airplane amulet. It was from I think it was from that castle, Nayatar.
It's a wind wall.
Yeah.
It's called a chilled air
Oh.
amulet.
Okay.
Yeah, it can only
So-
move things away from you. If
Well,
it's
it's
gust.
wind wall. It's not gust of wind.
Oh.
Okay, so that's
Ah.
not gonna help at all. He's not
That's-
like flying away, is he?
No, he's floating in place with his head cocked
Okay,
to
well,
the
then
side,
that's fine.
Not drifting away.
frozen and
All right,
dead.
then. Also,
Okay, if
All right,
I have.
If
I-
I make a
uh,
16-foot
Oh, hold
standing...
on. One person at a time.
Sorry.
So whose turn is it right now? Oh, it's not.
I'm
We're
Under
under
the
the-
rules, it should be
pull out
mine.
my-
And
Scroll
but I
of
used it to
flying.
run over to talk to Grimmeth.
Don't waste your scroll of flying.
I have the spell. I can use the scroll anytime. I don't have the spell prepared. I
Yeah,
still know
so-
the spell.
Look, I can just jump up and grab him, probably. If I
20
have a...
feet?
s-
Well, Lee, you're pretty
30,
dexterous.
he's 30
Can
feet
you
up.
jump?
I mean, you'd have to get 20 to 25 just to even get within arm's length of him.
I have a 6. I can reach up and grab something 16 feet off the ground with a running start.
Yeah, not quite there.
You jump and
Um,
you don't reach.
You don't happen to have the jump spell prepared, do you?
I don't think anyone knows the jump spell.
Oh,
I don't, anyways.
that's a shame.
I have some rope. I want to form a lasso and try and lasso his ass.
That works.
Oh yeah, that's easy. I'll just walk over, mage hands the rope that he's currently like making a
Wait.
lasso of, and just bring it up to
Yeah.
hook it on
Or,
his
you
foot.
know, I could get out my
How
pipe
will you
and
do that?
stab him and drag him down that way.
Well, don't we have a
No, I'm
climbing
wrangling him.
rope or something like that?
Oh, yes, I have a rope of climbing.
Oh my god.
wrangling
You guys
him.
and all these
I'm wrangling
fucking
him.
magical items you wanted so bad. No one
I just
never
got some
use
fucking
it.
rope. I want to wrangle him.
Oh,
I
boy.
use mine. I only have a couple, and I use them.
Don't worry. I just pull out my
I've
rope
been
of
using
climbing.
mine.
It's got a 60-foot length. It animates, moves towards a destination,
Come on, use that shit.
fastens itself securely to an object, so let's say around his ankle.
All right.
And then I pull him down.
Okay. So you use your animated rope of climbing. It kind of serpentines its way up, wraps around his ankle, and you're able to hoist him to the ground. Pull him down to the ground.
Dibs on his glaive.
You see, Aravan's like resting the glaive out of Chopper's frozen hands, breaking some fingers, and then Lee, in your jealousy, you see Aravan, or it looks like he might be glancing at those winged boots every now and then.
No. Lee runs full speed. He's like, oh, those are mine. Everyone stay away. I will fight you for those. And he's scrambling at him.
Boots are all yours, Lee.
I'm gonna search.
Just watch.
One
He's
assassin.
not wearing winged boots at all. He's got a custom magic item
Yeah,
amulet.
no. Oh man,
Okay.
why couldn't you
well,
have told me
I
this
try the
earlier?
wing boots first. I try on the boots first, and then I try to.
Well, you haven't
Will
pulled them
them up
off
in the
yet.
air.
They're frozen on.
Yes, I'm
Hang on, guys. Lee, I think you might want to calm down. We're in the middle of a city street. We shouldn't just loot the body.
Speaking
yes,
of
that's-
which,
we
as
gotta loot it. We gotta loot it and bounce before people get here.
as you guys are
What are we gonna
doing
do?
that,
Drag it around?
there are two guards like approaching, and they're not running. They see from a distance that the dust has settled, but they're like starting to walk towards you. They're pretty far. I mean, not really far, but they're over this way.
I'm
So I'll turn to them.
pulling his boots off.
So to be clear, we were
Excuse me.
attacked. This was self-defense.
Is that what you're saying to them as they're walking up?
Yes.
They're I mean, you guys are all putting your weapons away and stuff. Grimmeth is. What'd you push that guy's? Oh, he was already in the bushes. I thought you drug his body
Yeah.
into the bushes. Like a little looter.
What are you doing to him? Oh Jesus!
All right.
No, I'm just giving him a once over.
All right. So, let's see. Let's.
I've always wanted a glaive.
All right. What-
They're awesome. They're cool.
So you,
Yeah.
Grimmeth, as you're searching the assassin, you find blue quartz in one of his pockets, probably worth 10 gold, and then you find 56 gold.
Cool. Right
Alright.
into my pocket.
So does someone want to? Oh, you're not sharing it. Shameful. Does?
Hey, look,
You-
Lee's getting boots and you're getting a brand new glaive.
I don't even know if the glaive is
Do you even
magical
see me
yet.
looting them?
Speaking of which, can Brown cast ritual cast detect magic?
Brahm doesn't answer
I don't know if we
you.
have time. We don't have time for that. Probably. That'll be depend on what the guards say.
Brom, you okay?
He has this like dead stare. I'm just kidding. Alright, I'm NPCing him, so don't bother Brahm. He's just tagging
In
along.
that case, Grimmett, can you ritual cast detect magic?
But
If I knew it, yeah.
before you do that, Grimmeth, as you're picking at the corpse in the bushes, Lee is able to finally wrest the winged boots off of Chopper. And what do you do with them?
I attempt to put them on.
He tosses
Attempt
them.
to put them on. It's like, oh, not my size. throws them away.
Right
All right.
over his current boots.
Okay.
Well, I don't have detect magic.
So the wing boots almost resize themselves as you're sliding through the top part of the boot, and you see there's these small little kind of angel wings on each boot, and your foot slides right in, and then it reforms and shapes it for a nice comfortable fit.
Ba, 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 ba.
And I try to will myself upwards. See if anything happens.
All right.
Whoa, I didn't do all that. I mean, I'm excited, but
I think you have to attune to them first.
Yep, they do not work. Right
Gotta
off.
spend a little
regardless,
time with it, get to know it.
okay. So I'll put them on for now. I'll recognize that they're probably something special because they, shrank to fit my foot.
Lee,
Yeah,
Lee, you have to
But
put your
I'll
dick
get
in
back
it.
to that.
I saw Chopper do it. That's how you make them work.
No, I think I know how attunement works. I had to do that with my braces of defense already.
So yeah, are the guards just okay with us looting the bodies?
Hold on. I'm adding the
Oh,
boots to
I can make a deception
Lee's,
or stealth check
inventory.
to make that less subtle. Or make that subtle.
Yeah, I'm just gonna drag the body that was in the bush out on the street, so it's
Yeah, I'll
after
just
looting
drag
it,
don't-
of
it.
course.
I'll just
So I
drag
don't think
this
you're trying
guy
to do
back
anything
over
with it.
as well.
No, I'm just dragging it so like they can take it away, kind of thing.
Grimmeth, it was super cool how you murdered that guy in cold blood.
Cold. I get that joke.
Just for
Well, he attacked everyone, so
Florisan, it's super cool how you have totally changing definitions of what is and isn't murder at any given
Yeah.
time.
It's subjective.
it's subjective. The glaive is of particular note.
Interest.
It's not, you don't, dude, what the fuck is going on? Hold on.
Well, without detect magic, I can't tell if it's magical.
yeah. And unless I identify it, you won't know what it is until you
I can use divine
use long
sense.
or short rest to do it.
Yeah, I can use divine sense to see if anything here is consecrated or desecrated or demonic or anything like that. Is anything here consecrated, desecrated, demonic, or anything like that?
You do not feel that, except for the throbbing demonic sword on your back.
Yep, naturally makes sense. Okay.
Now, the glaive, though, is, I mean, it just seems like it's a masterfully made glaive. I need to look and see. I have some stats here, but something's off on it. It's, here, I'm going to link just do a regular glaive, like add it to your inventory, and then I'll edit it from there.
We'll modify it later.
Yes, because I do have
Am I gonna
slightly
I have
different.
to change the commission?
For like
What?
unidentified glaive. Glaive.
That would be
Something like
really irritating, wouldn't it?
To modify the the picture, the portrait. Group
If,
photo.
if literally the next session after the commission, I pick up this awesome glaive.
I mean,
Um,
it's not gonna be. Don't
It's
get
pretty
too,
soon into the
Maybe it can
Commission
replace your
anyway,
it
so-
can replace your lance for when you're on
There you go.
fealty.
yeah, there you go.
We'll see what I do with this glaive.
But yeah, it's not. It's masterfully made, but it's you don't feel like it's magical just off the first what's it called? Off the first pass.
Well, it's always something nice to have in my back pocket. By which I mean on my back, because it's far too large to fit in my pocket.
You start to put it on your back, and the sword's like, yeah, no, you don't need this. You only need me. Get rid of
Oh,
this.
quit being so jealous.
It's needy.
Oh, it's thirsty and needy, all right.
It's like you can strap me to the blade on that, and then I'll be twice as effective.
I don't feel like that would be very well balanced somehow. I
But you'll
feel
be
like
able to hit things like 15 feet away. It'll be awesome.
So the guards have come up and they're looking at the just carnage that's around them, and you guys have kind of been explaining yourselves as they have been walking up, and like, oh, All right. Who wants to explain what's going on here?
Do I
So-
recognize them from the barracks when I popped in real quick?
Oh God. I think we're in a different area.
When
I mean, you
Lee
guys aren't
popped in
far.
up in
You guys aren't that far from where you were prior, but no, you don't recognize either of them.
So, long story short, but we were attacked by these 3 foreigners.
They are
Yeah.
member of Nine Golden Sword. They are criminal.
What he said, they're criminals.
Interesting.
You have to understand, my friend here, he's a very good person from the area that they're from, and you know, so
Westgate. Yes, I am.
Yeah.
I am originally from Westgate, the
Yes.
Show settlement.
yes, but so he's been a real thorn in the side for this criminal organization. So they were putting out a hit on him.
Oh, well, this is a lot to take in. I do see the tattoos and the markings, but isn't it? These are a lot like your friend's tattoos.
Yeah, they are, aren't they?
Well, you know,
I have learned error of ways. I have found Jesus, and now I am.
undercover officers have to do a lot of things to maintain their disguise.
Oh,
Oh shit, Lee's a narc?
what?
oh
This
well,
is not my deception roll. This is Aravan's deception roll.
yeah, okay,
Or
yeah,
persuasion.
yeah,
It's
Aravan.
all
What
true. I
what
mean,
would you
it's
like
not
to
true.
use?
I never said that he was an undercover officer. I just pointed out that undercover officers.
Mm,
That's
you always
still
have,
deceptive.
yeah, you always have
Okay,
these
let's be clear
workarounds.
here.
Yeah, you need a roll for that.
No problem.
Trying to get away with all kinds.
14.
Of, all right. 14.
My deception is pretty damn good.
Hold on. This might not be the right sounds I want.
Terrible paladin.
Conquest Paladin.
Yeah. I mean, they seem to be more worried about like all the stuff that's going on rather than what you're talking. You know what I mean? They're like looking at the carnage, looking at the dead bodies. They're more focused on that than they are what you're saying. So, you see that they're still kind of just shocked by everything, and they haven't really moved much. They're just kind of standing in awe, and then finally one of them comes to and is like, well, we gotta go get the sergeant. You guys, we have to.
We wait here. We will wait here and make sure no one disturbs the scene for you.
Well, Henry, why don't you stay with them and then I'll go get the sergeant? And Henry's like, no, Jim, you stay and I'll go get the sergeant. And
Why don't you both
Guys,
go
we
get the
have to-
sergeant and we'll watch the scene for you?
No, you guys are a part of this. Like, you know, we have to stay here until we come back.
Yes, we will. We will stay here and keep scene safe while you guys go get Sergeant.
All right, so.
Look, we have no reason to run. We were attacked lawfully. Sorry, we were attacked unlawfully and defended ourselves lawfully.
Minor details.
We just broke the law. Why would we run?
All right, so they're still trying to figure out what to do, and let me see. Let me make a quick roll.
Look, here. Let me satisfy this. So I pull out my holy symbol. You see this? I'm a paladin of Aminator. That means I'm an agent of divine law.
Both of them step back, and like you see both of them grip their weapons and step back like they're about to strike you, and then you're like, look, it's my holy symbol, and then you look, you're like, why are they so? And you see, and you're holding your greatsword with both hands and presenting it in front of them.
Oh! Stop it! I put my greatsword back on my back. No, my holy symbol.
And you grab the right one this time.
I am going to need to have serious words with this greatsword at some point in the future.
They relax a little bit, but you see that finally they're like, all right, Jim, you go get the sergeant, and I'll wait with him. I'll wait with these guys, and Jim runs off.
Well, I don't know, Jim. You might want to make the other guy do it.
Oh, calm down. We're not running anywhere.
He's already gone. Henry is left standing there, and you see that he's making sure not to turn his back to Aravan or Grimmeth.
Okay, whatever.
Yes, because
So
I'm
I'm
the
just
most
gonna
intimidating.
I'm just gonna walk over to this guy and start inspecting the body. You know,
Hey, I don't know if you're supposed to do that.
I'm just conducting a thorough investigation. You have to understand, there might be more of them coming.
I don't remember from the academy, but I think looting corpses is wrong or illegal, or is it just bad to do?
No, I think you're right. I think you're right on both counts there, Henry.
I'm not looting the corpse. I'm investigating the corpse.
So
So yeah, I am actually investigating the corpse. I mean, if I happen to come across any gold, sure, I'll take it.
okay. So as you
But
investigate the corpse, you find 83 gold.
Nice.
And through your investigation of counting coin by coin how much it is, you
But no, actually, I am focused on trying to find, like, is there a note or anything like that? Instructions? Any more information I can find?
It doesn't look. There's no notes. You can go ahead and do an investigation roll, please.
Sure. Ooh,
Okay.
3.
So you don't find any notes. I mean, they're pretty bare for the most part. They just have, a couple, like a belt, and then their clothes are not like a vest or multiple pockets. It's just like a simple tunic. But you find the gold on him. He has his light crossbow and his short sword, but you don't see how they were poisoning their weapons or blades. There's nothing of evidence.
Well, hopefully the sergeant can find evidence of their despicable poisoning. Yes, despicable poisoning.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
All right. Does your spiritual weapon stay up? How long?
It has I think a 1 minute duration.
All right. Get rid of it.
Let me check. What's the duration on that? Yeah, 1 minute. Yeah.
All right. All right. So the Henry is like still really wary of you. He puts his back to the wall over on this little house, and you see him just constantly glancing down the street, just anxiously awaiting Jim and the sergeant's return. What are you guys doing in the meantime?
Grimm's just waiting. Doesn't
Okay.
have anything
You're not-
particular. I mean,
You don't want to investigate the main guy's body for any evidence of
would you
notes?
like me to? I mean, obviously this guard doesn't like us
You guys are all
getting the bodies.
You guys are all crowding around. Your animated your animated rope is still like kind of holding holding one of his legs up and like 2 feet up above the ground.
Well, I'm clearly going to pack that away.
All right. So you like unwrap that. The leg falls on the ground with like a sloppy thud as it's starting to thaw out. And you see Henry's like just jumping at every little motion you're doing to this poor
Look,
corpse.
kid, calm down.
I walk over to Henry and start investigating him. See if I can find it.
You gotta start going through his pockets and stuff.
Yeah, I'm
Hey.
feeling left out. I'm
Hey, whoa.
assuming he's feeling left out.
What are you doing?
Nothing. I'm just doing a thorough search. Gotta investigate the crime scene.
All right, so
Florian, stop molesting the town
do
guard.
you can either use intimidation or persuasion, but just
I'm
do a
gonna
general roll.
Yeah, let's do persuasion. Let's see. No, that's perception.
Yes.
How about a 24?
All right. So like you're kind of, as one hand is searching through his pockets and like the pouch on his belt, your other hand's kind of patting him on the shoulder like, dude, it's okay. And you see he can barely hold his spear with both hands, but he's like, hey, what do you? Oh yeah, that's just a picture of my girlfriend. It's in like a little locket, and then you're digging around some more, and you see like an apple and a half-eaten loaf of bread. He's like, oh, just my lunch.
Seriously, Florian, what are you doing?
I pocket both his food and the locket. No, I'll leave him the locket, but I'm gonna take.
But you are gonna take the apple.
Wow.
And what are you saying as you are you trying to do it without him noticing? Are you doing
well,
it openly?
No, I'll try and palm it. Like, listen, buddy. These guys, they came out of nowhere. It could be anybody, really. I just want to make sure that you're okay, that they didn't hurt you. They have poison on their swords, so one nick and that's it. I mean, really hate to see that in someone, and I'm just palming through his shit.
Okay, so Aravan is like, Florestan, what are you doing? It kind of gets the kid's attention, and you're gonna do a sleight of hand check, but it will be just normal. It won't be a disadvantage because, actually, probably unintentionally, Aravan has actually gotten his attention and made it a little bit easier for you to steal from him.
All right, and I did a 25.
All right, so you palm the apple and the half-eaten piece of bread, and Aravan, why don't you do a perception and see if you even see it?
I'm not going to.
Okay.
Nope.
We know Brom would and would not approve though.
No.
We got it.
That's a good point.
Brom's
I know
busy.
you're
He
NPCing
would
him.
he at least would give him a head shake.
Brom's,
Yeah.
Brom's busy
Brom-
watching you go through Chopper's frozen and thawing out.
Oh, am I
yes.
going through Chopper's frozen and throwing
No,
out
I know
pockets?
Lee definitely is. You
Yeah,
and Lee.
I will.
Okay. All right. So, Florestan, you get your little snack for later, and this poor kid will go hungry another night.
Another night.
Yes. All right. So as you guys are searching through Chopper's belongings, here you do actually find a map. It's not better than the one you have. It's just a Sword Coast map, but on it you see different locations marked, and it looks to be where he's been tracking you. So there's like every city that you guys have been to since Greenest is circled on there, just the major parts. So Greenest is circled on there, then Daggerford, Waterdeep, and then you can almost track your progress, and you see the Carnith Roadhouse has like a little scribble in the Mirror of Dead Men area, and then you see that Parnast is also marked as well. So they were able to get as far as Parnast before they came back to Waterdeep to track you guys down. That's what you've gleaned from the map, at least.
Do I see any sort of instruction or anything from anyone else that might have sent him on this?
There is a small note, or a small piece of paper, a small parchment. It has like a crude drawing of you, Lee. I mean, it's pretty bad, but the notable things that stand out are kind of the Fu Manchu facial hair, the mustache, and the shaved head. But otherwise, it could probably, if they were looking in Westgate, they would probably be pounding the doors down of everyone who shaves their head and has a mustache. So it's pretty generic, but there is like a kind of a drawing of you, and then underneath there are descriptions of the tattoos that you already have attained. So that is actually nice and detailed. So you haven't been doing a really good job of keeping your tats covered, so you feel like maybe they were using this but then also you probably stand out coming from Westgate, and maybe they don't see as many folk like you on the Sword Coast.
But nothing about who sent him, right?
No. Why would they write all that down and sign their name if they gave a direct order to one of their enforcers? That'd be too easy.
True.
But if they
Okay.
say shh at the end of it, P.S. shh, don't say anything.
Yeah, I know.
They didn't use an official stationery. There's no.
Oh yes, the letterhead. Ah yes, and it has
The-
their return address on there.
Or like the old school, the Chinese, the stamp.
The stamp,
Is it
yeah.
For the signature.
Nope, they didn't do
Okay.
any of that.
All right. Well, I'm gonna look at that and crumple it all up in disgust.
So
Stand back up.
on his body, you also find he still has he has a short bow, which he didn't use, and then loose change. You guys are able to find. Hold on. Find 125 gold.
Damn.
And
Dang.
Okay, Brom's standing over me, so I'm not gonna try to pocket it.
You don't need money anymore. You have what you want.
I have other plans. Thank you very much.
Hold on. Let me do.
Oh, also, I'm gonna retrieve the one dart that hit him. I'm sure it's stuck in his leg or something somewhere. The
Okay.
other one went flying. The other one went flying over the building to the other side of the other street. I might go back get that one at some point.
All right.
I don't want to walk off right now.
And then you find a gemstone on his person. Looks to be a topaz, probably valued around 500 gold. Has a nice
Okay.
golden yellow.
So I'm gonna look up at Brahm and be like, "This is for party. Don't worry. Just put it in my bag for now. But you saw it. I'm sharing. We will split it later."
Brahm nods and then he like turns to look at Florstan, and Florstan like immediately makes eye contact with Brahm. Oh, nothing going on here. Puts his hands to his side. And Brahm can't keep track of the both of you. Grimmeth is like hunched over. He has the worst posture right now. He hands on his knees, breathing. You see him try to straighten up, but he can't.
I think I'll be needing a staff after this to help me walk a little.
Finally the magic starts taking a toll on your body like a Raceland and Dragonlance. Alright, so
Do I see Lee pocketing this topaz?
he didn't though. He didn't pocket it.
Oh well, no,
Uh,
he put it in his bag.
Yeah,
but
he put it in his bag, but he was like talking
But
to
not like
Brahm about it.
I
stealth.
saw this happen.
Yeah. You saw all of it happen. So
Cool.
not too long
Move over
after,
and watch him.
not too
Making
long.
a human shield to shield the guard's eyes
Yeah.
from me doing this while he's looking Florestan in the eyes.
Oops, that doesn't show. I don't think you guys saw that. Nothing to see here.
Oh,
I was just trying to find a different.
Better not be the same goddamn.
Roll for initiative.
Yeah, I was trying to do a different token for the sergeant coming up, but decided it's fine. All right, so you see the sergeant starts walking up, and Jim is following close behind him. Henry perks up at the sight of the two, and the sergeant comes over, and he's actually like pretty young. He doesn't seem like he's maybe but 3 or 4 years older than Henry and Jim, who look like maybe they're 17 or 18. But the sergeant comes forward, and he's kind of like assessing everything and looking at it, and he stops when he gets to Aravan, and he's like, "Okay, so you guys had a scuffle here in the city, is that right? And you defended yourselves and against these brigands that are lying on the side?"
And that's one way to put it. I'd say scuffle is a bit mild. We were ambushed by a group of 3
Criminal. You could call them
criminals
criminal.
using poisoned weaponry.
Huh. Poison weaponry. Well, it's interesting. And is there a reason why they would attack you?
Revenge against this guy who has become an enemy of their criminal organization.
And you see he's like, his eyes just keep widening more and more, and then he's like, "Wow, I must say I appreciate your honesty and transparency. If what you say is true, I believe you. This doesn't seem like a story you would make up." Well,
Indeed.
do you need is everyone fine? Do you need any healing services at the temple, or?
No, we're
I
good.
seem
We
fine.
will manage. We have a cleric of our own.
Yes, Brahm.
And Brahm waves, and it's, "Oh, okay. Well, in that case, would you be willing to put this all on a statement? We can do it right here if you would prefer to get off of the street. I know the sun's about to set soon. We could go into the nearby tower and we can do the paperwork there. But otherwise, I'll just need a statement from you, and
Sure, just so long as it doesn't take too long. We have business to attend to.
Jim, you heard them. Bring up the form 1092. Let's start filling out their statement." And Jim like goes through his backpack and pulls out the form, and he hands it off to Aravan.
Well,
And,
I don't I don't sign anything without reading it first.
And
So
then
I'm
the
going to
the
read.
sword's like, sign it with their blood. Kill them. They're young. Tasteful blood. Delicious.
Really? No chill. You need to learn when it is appropriate and when it is not appropriate. I'm not saying all this, by the way. I'm just.
Sir, who are you talking to?
You think you're not, but you're definitely like mumbling it and kind of like loud whispering. And Jim is slowly handing you the document, and he's like, "Is this guy all right?"
I'm fine. I'm fine. My sword. I just happen to own a sentient sword, which is quite irritating.
What does sentinel mean?
A magic sword that can talk.
And both of the guards look at each other, and the sergeant's like, just get his statement, okay? I'm gonna go talk to Henry. And he walks over, and he's like, all right, Henry, you done talking to this questioning this witness? And Henry's like, yes, sir. I am finished. Like, all right, well, leave him alone. Citizen, please join the rest of your group, and if you have anything to add to the statement, you can add it over with your friend over there.
Right. So.
I
Oh,
start
no, that
eating
was
an
what I was
apple
saying.
and walk back.
And you see Henry's like kind of glancing at the apple, and he's like, and you see him give like a nod of approval, like, and he goes to pat his belt like he can't wait to eat his apple later.
Wait, crap! Where's my apple?
Yeah, he's gonna find out later. All right,
Poor
so
kid.
Erevan, you write down what do you write down? Like how open and honest are you on the form?
Let's see. I say we were attacked by a group of Shao criminals from the gang known as Nine Golden Swords.
Okay.
Ambushed in the street. They were seeking revenge against our party's monk, who has become an enemy of this criminal organization.
By banging all of their moms.
No, I do not go into specifics on that point.
It's not that much detail, Floristan.
Yeah.
We engaged them in combat and were able to prevail. We noticed a total of 3 enemies, 1 frontliner with a pair of winged boots and a glaive, and two assassins using poisoned crossbow bolts and short swords.
Wow. Well, that's incredibly detailed. You finished filling it out.
And I do show it to the group, ask if anyone else
Yeah.
wants to make any
Do
changes.
you guys
or
have anything to add about this?
redactions?
Lee wets his thumb and tries to like smudge the ink for winged boots.
Oh, it smudges.
come on.
It smudges
Everyone
right
could've-
off.
Everyone would have seen him flying. We did this in a crowded square. There's no denying that he could fly. Oh, fair point. A fair point.
You start crossing off
Every-
glaive now.
No. It's an assumption. It's an assumption that he had winged boots. Who could fly? That's what we say.
There we go.
Who could fly? Can't assume. We think his boots were magic. We can't assume.
All right.
Do they look like the boots that were in that shop?
Yes.
Are they the boots that were in that shop?
Gurmith, you can do a investigation
that.
since you have a.
Okay.
Gurmith spent more time in the shop. He's the most what's it called? Like he's eye for detail. Brahm can just notice things.
So I have disadvantage because I'm currently exhausted. So
Fucking, I don't know.
critical fail.
Gurmith doesn't even.
9 total,
He
but-
just like waves you. He's like, yes, sure, okay.
They're boots. They're boots with wings. Whatever.
Looks the same. I don't know.
Boots with wings. I'm sure they all look like that. I don't know.
You see, he doesn't give a shit right now. He wants to
Give
just
a
go.
yawn
Yeah.
while looking at it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they look.
Those
good.
are nice. Those are nice, Lee. Thank you.
Very nice.
Get them
yes.
out of my face. All right, so you finished writing your report.
Hand it over.
The sergeant comes, grabs it, and he's like, "All right, gentlemen. Well, I see you didn't list where you'll be staying in case we had any further questions. Can you
You
just
know that
put down the
giant-
name of either your address, or if you're staying at a inn, please put the name of that down.
Castle outside city.
You know that? Yeah,
Music
you know
Flying
that
Castle.
big floating castle outside the city?
Okay, yeah. Come on, guys. It's getting late. I just want to get back to.
I'm
finish
afraid
my
it's
shit.
not a joke, sir.
Oh, all right. Well, I guess put that down then. I don't know how to handle this. Yeah, just write it down. I don't want to bother my captain
Okay.
tonight.
Large floating castle outside city.
Do none of you know the name?
The
Skyreach.
Skyreach Castle.
But I don't know if
Skyreach, yeah,
that means
Skyreach
anything to them.
Castle.
Skyreach. They don't know what the hell the name is.
All right. I just want to check if you guys did. All right. So you just put large floating
up.
castle
No,
outside.
Skyreach Castle.
We did stay at the Chestnut Grove Inn last night.
We don't actually want these guys to follow up with
Waiting.
one question.
Yeah, Grimace like trying to
I'll just
offer
send
some
that
help,
out
and
of-
Lee just covers his mouth. Doesn't take much effort. All right, well, gentlemen, if you don't mind, we'll start clearing these bodies, and Jim, Henry, good, start getting these bodies together, and we'll go one of you go send for a cart. Like, all right, guys. Well, glad no one got hurt, and please have a good night.
All right.
You too, my dude.
Lee's gonna
Yeah.
walk over to the next street and look for his the dart that missed the chopper.
All right, do a 1d2 roll, please.
That out.
All right, you find your dart.
Retrieve that.
All right,
Rejoin the group.
all right. I'm gonna put you guys over onto the different screen. Now, what would you guys like to do?
Well, I think we were heading to the Mages Guild,
Yeah,
and
it's a
then we
little
got
late now.
a little late. Yeah.
That was Grimmeth and Braum, right? Initially,
Yeah, I
you
guess
guys
both.
were.
Well,
Yeah, you guys
I think-
were.
And Floristan. Floristan.
Yeah.
Floor stand. Okay.
Or go off somewhere else, and Aravan was escort me back to the castle, so that way
Yep.
they didn't try to steal the wing. So now I'm happy to just go back to the castle, and
yeah.
I guess Aravan, Grimmeth and Braum probably are gonna decide to do it the next day. I guess Grimmeth is exhausted.
Well, that's up to Grimmeth.
Yeah.
Grimmeth, you are exhausted, but what do you want to do?
Well, it's pretty late. It's getting dark, you said, so the Mages Guild probably isn't open, I guess. So I think I'd like to stay back in town at the tavern. Chestnut Grove Inn, I think that's what I said before.
Okay.
So I'll stay there. Castle's nice, but
Yeah, Grimmeth needs inspiration
Tavern's
ideas
nice.
for his newly newly owned tavern.
yes. Plus, I'll stop at the Mages Guild on the way to the castle in the morning. So
All right, now the rest of you, are you joining Grimmeth at the tavern, or are you heading to the castle that's outside the city?
If Grimmeth is going to stay, perhaps it is best we stay together. Is there additional groups out there attack us? Been ambushed once now. We should
That's fine.
take care to avoid
Yeah,
it
that's
happening
smart.
again. So we will stick together.
All right, so you guys all head to Chestnut. What's the name of it? Chestnut Grove Inn.
Grove Inn.
All right.
Yes.
You guys go stay. It is much more comfortable than the castle. The castle's definitely just kind of barrack style. You haven't seen what Blagothka's room looks like, but everywhere else is just very plain. So the Chestnut Grove Inn is a much more welcome and nicer stay than Skyreach Castle. All right, so you guys go. You guys get to rest. Take your long rest.
Oh yeah.
So Grimmeth, that removes
I'm
one.
now back at
One.
full speed.
We suddenly feel more experienced, wiser, stronger.
Just rested. Well, all right. So Grimmeth,
Check
you have 1 point of exhaustion, or
I have 1 point, which gives me disadvantage on ability checks.
okay, but not like you said, you're at full speed now, so that's good.
Back to full speed.
Okay. All right. All right. So you guys get your.
Oh, spells back too. Now, what do I want to prepare for today?
One thing on this particular screen, Grimmeth, I just deleted a. I didn't delete your token, but there was another one that was a C. Was that yours? It was on the GM layer though.
No, that's your camera, isn't it?
No, I'm not doing it that way anymore. But
Right.
okay.
Well, then I think that's what it was.
Okay, so don't worry about it. All right, so you guys take your long rest in the tavern. You wake up with some, some bumps and bruises, but otherwise are fully healed and ready for a new day. You see outside it's kind of a light drizzle, but otherwise it's a quiet, normal morning.
And I forget, did this tavern, did it have an open area in the middle? Or was that was a...
That was a different one. That was the Roadhouse, I believe.
I thought it was... Okay.
You're asking if there's a fighting pit in the middle of this tavern?
Well, an open air area, like a
Like
central...
a common room? Probably.
Well, but not enclosed within the building. Like it, some places have like the little garden area in the middle of, and like the building goes around it.
This particular one
Oh.
doesn't, but if you were looking for like a little space, they do have kind of it's a L shape, and they do have a small little area where the well is behind the tavern. So a small kind of grassy area.
Okay. Having slept in his now stinky boots, Lee's gonna step outside and try to himself up into the air.
All right, you like trying to figure out how they work, trying to see what's going on, and after a couple hops off of the well ledge, you think you've figured it out and become attuned to it.
Okay. And then I am going to fly up into the air, do a little acrobatic display with my Kayuketsu. Just a whirlwind of spinning blade and all that all flying through the air.
All right, so
Force and booze.
you booze from the window. He can't hear your negative boos. And you have to be careful when you boo people. Being a bard, you never know what kind of like terrible things could happen to
Kind of
someone.
psychic damage.
You should really throw out a vicious mockery, and he should save for it.
Okay. Here you go. Get a job, you bum. And he takes like psychic damage.
And that's just enough
Good
to
roll, too.
destroy the one-winged boot.
I didn't
So-
know
Falls
boots
to the
had
ground.
psychic damage.
It's the one damage that they're vulnerable to. Now, one thing with the wing boots, so you have a 4-hour flight time, and you gain 2 hours every 12 hours. You don't use them.
Right.
I don't think this is going to become an issue, but just figure out a way to track your.
Noted.
Yeah.
I'll do another little
It'd probably be easier just to
Supplement
convert
the-
that into 240 minutes, and then
Well, I'd say
A lot of
into
math.
sets of 15 minutes or 20.
Well, it says no matter what, even if
Well,
it's a short thing, you always use a minimum of 1 minute from the duration. But I don't think it's gonna become an issue, but just
Unless Lee starts flying cross country, I don't think.
Yeah,
yeah, that's a good point.
it's probably not going to be an issue unless we were like traveling with it, like using.
I don't know. I think from
traveling
now on
flying.
he might just sit in the lotus position and just float everywhere.
Well, you can certainly.
Is that
That's why I
Zenyatta?
said like
Okay,
track it by the
Zenyatta.
hour or by the half hour or something in case we are traveling. You want to track it. If he's using it for an extended period of time. Kind of.
I got a resource I could.
Okay.
He'll figure it.
Yeah, you'll figure it out. Okay. All right. So you guys are Lee's finished
Do I
doing that, and what else do you guys want to do?
We are waiting on Grimmett and Brom. You have magician to go speak to, or are we going to hit the
Well-
road? Do you feel stronger?
Well, I definitely feel more rested. And a lot more movable, if that makes sense. But
Don't we have a
more
kind of timeline?
dexterous. Dexterous is the word. But that's about it. I didn't learn new spells or anything. Unless I decide to
Wait,
no,
we
switch
didn't level up, did we?
No.
I thought you meant like
Just
preparing
from that.
spells.
I changed my spells, but
We had a long rest, but that's it.
Yeah, just a long rest.
If you guys still wish to go see the Mages Guild or whatever magic stuff you wish to do, can we speed it along? We are on
yeah.
timeline.
yeah, we'll head out.
During the long rest, do I learn anything about the glaive?
Should I identify those things for you guys?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll spend during the long rest I'll have ritual casted identify
Okay.
on both of them so they know.
Let me open up. All right. So you added a typical glaive, right, to your.
Yes.
Okay. Let me open that up, and I will tell you. I'll edit it, but I'll tell you what it does, or not what it does, but what.
I
stats
just put it
has.
down at the bottom. Chopper's glaive.
All right, Chopper's glaive. So this is not a. I think the only. So it's a masterfully worked glaive. The only thing that is different about it is the damage type. So instead of a 1d10, it is a 2d8. I'm editing that now.
2d8, Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot more.
But yeah, that's the only thing that actually changed. Besides between that and a regular glaive, just a lot more damage. But no other no magic effects on it.
Okay.
All right.
And
Yeah.
it isn't actually magical in terms of enemies that represent non-magic items.
I'm
Is
sorry.
that-
What was your question? It's not magical, is that?
Okay.
Yeah.
But
Well, that's yeah.
it's just
I'll-
a very nice glaive. Very
I'm definitely
expensive.
keeping that in my back pocket for yeah, I think I might use that glaive for a while.
No.
The greatsword is the greatsword. This is punishment. You need to stop screwing with me.
Foreign weapons for foreign hands.
Well,
You deserve
maybe.
a masterful
well-
sword like me.
Yeah, I'd love to wield a masterful sword like you, but if you're gonna start making me pull you out when I mean to just show off my holy symbol, I'm gonna have to stop using you. You
Too
gotta
much talking.
behave.
Let's go kill something.
Brom hears that. It's like, yes, let's melt it down. I agree. We should absolutely melt down that sword.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're ready to give up on it.
Look, you don't just kill a person because they're not behaving, and you don't just melt down a sword because it's not behaving. I am going to
Well, normally swords don't talk, so I mean, this is a special case.
right. I'm treating it as if it was a person. It's not behaving. Clearly, it enjoys fighting. So, yeah. Lee, do you mind putting this greatsword in your bag of holding for a bit?
Right,
No,
okay.
not into the bag now.
Okay, there we go.
I will cut myself free.
Sheath it first. Sheath it first. I don't want it to put in hole in my bag. Put
Bag
sheath
spills
on it.
open.
Don't worry, you'll come out in a week or in a few days, in a day or two. I don't know. We'll see.
You're gonna have one scorn sword when you try to wield that thing next.
Well, maybe it'll learn something from being put in solitary confinement.
All right, so Grimmeth, are you still planning to go to the Mages Guild?
Yep.
All right, do you guys need a break?
Yeah, that would be nice.
All right, let's take a
Yeah.
quick 5-minute break, and then we'll come back here at 3:45.
Okay.
All right.
Yep. But
Awesome.
yeah, I gotta find some way to get that sword to behave. I
Give
can't
me
just.
a quick wrap up. Sorry.
Oh, so our party takes a long rest at the Chestnut Grove Inn after their encounter with Chopper and his assassins. Lee finally gets his hands on the winged boots he's coveted for so long, and the party gets their first long rest in a while to wake up to the new day and figure out how they will get to Borskir Bridge and leave Waterdeep hot on the trail of Varum the White.
Yeah, good.
All right.
Awesome.
All right, I'm gonna stay on. I'm good. But wing boots, Lee, did you see that in your inventory?
I saw that you posted.
No, that was copy and paste, but I did put it in your inventory.
Okay.
I just want to make
I
sure.
see.
Yeah, can you test them out? Just like click on them and see if it will post the description. I don't think the questions.
No, it doesn't. It just the highlights. I'm like, I can. It's fine.
I
Can
don't think
you
it's
make a?
maybe just
Can
copy.
you make a handout? Like
Yeah,
the
let's do
catching
that.
shield there.
Sure. And I still got the description copied. All right, so I got that.
So the real question is, what would happen if Lee let Floristan wear one of the boots, and we just like held hands
Like-
and flew around everywhere?
Like
so
Wonder
that way there's
Twins.
two of us, like Wonder
It
Twins.
would
Yeah.
be carry weight.
I prepped fly today, so I could cast fly on two of us.
Just the two.
Yeah, but that
really
doesn't
wanted
answer
to?
the question.
Does not.
All right, Lee, for science, first thing we do.
We'll try it at some point. Let's say. Oh, as long as you're staying on, Dan, or maybe if you want to do it at the end of the session before you recording. If we want to do an intro to this episode, just explaining, Brom wasn't available because of work, and
Oh, yeah.
so we're doing whatever, and then you can combine it with the whole, still looking for people to hit us up on Twitter and Instagram and blah blah blah, 5-star rating, all that.
So
All that jazz.
stuff. Yeah.
No, God. No, I don't want to do any of that. Oh,
Okay, you can skip that part.
thank you. All right, but I will do. All right, so for today's session, Brom is unavailable, so I'll be NPCing him.
All right, you gotta come on, man.
What?
Well, welcome to 20 Ways to Die for today's episode,
Ah.
etc.
Ah, yes.
They don't know what they
Be
finished one.
professional.
They finished one podcast and the next one's starting, and they don't even know what they're listening to yet. They forgot what they had in their playlist.
All right, here we go.
All right, take two.
Thank
Take
you.
2, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back to 20
Oh,
Ways
he
to
messed
Die.
it up again. You have to do it again.
What?
Fucking shut up, Flo.
All right, we're here
not-
at
it's
20
not a
Ways
welcome
to
back, it's
Die,
just
and
Just a welcome.
we're after our party has left our release leave. I thought we already did all this.
No, we're doing this. This is the before we even do the previously and the theme song kicks in. Like we did the first time, and I did one, and Floristan did one. Just the welcome to 20 Ways to Die. For today's episode, Brom couldn't be here because of some work commitments, but
Okay.
we did our best to NPC him. But just heads up in case you don't hear his voice or wonder, why I'm taking actions for him.
All right, here we go.
Enjoy the episode.
Thank you. Welcome to 20 Ways to Die, motherfuckers. I'm glad that you
Yes.
stayed listening to
Yes.
us, you little shits. Now sit down, put on those headphones, and listen to our awesome podcast, or die a horrible death, and all your family will be cursed too.
Forever.
Forever.
Perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. All right.
All right. All right, welcome back to 20 Ways to Die. Today, Brahm is unavailable, so I'll be NPCing him, so just bear with us as I drag him along. Let's go join our party and see what adventures await for them. How's that? Better?
That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you beaten and beaten down yet?
No,
Okay.
I'm gonna use the other one. You're gonna sound like an asshole.
What's up, motherfuckers? I don't care. You'll never find me.
Yep. I'm gonna insert. I don't care. Well, whack, motherfuckers. I don't care.
Oh boy. Hey, this oil of etherealness, did you guys ever use that? I don't know why I have it. It was in your inventory, but for some reason
Who has it? I
didn't
don't have
know.
it.
No?
I don't appear to have it.
All right.
I have a potion of gaseous form, but not a potion of oil of etherealness. I have a lot of potions. Damn, a lot of shit. Elixir of health, potion of healing, potion of greater healing, vial of antitoxin, which probably would have been decent in this fight.
Okay. Maybe this is a
Tons of scrolls.
maybe this
That
is a
goddamn
carryover.
Goodberry scroll.
Oh yeah.
Wasn't that the reason you wanted to go to the Mages Guild to
One of
try
the
and
reasons,
sell
yes. Now that I recall, it's been 5 weeks since we've played.
I know, it's been a long time. So I was just having a hard time remembering everything. It's funny, I listened to last session twice, and then I concentrated on all the stuff that happened instead of the actual battle and what status effect this guy had, what damage was done, all this other stuff. But anyways, that's fine. He was pretty close to death when we left too. He was like less than half, so you guys were able to chop down the chopper. And now, with the new morning, Grimmeth, you're back. You're anxious to check out the local Mages Guild. You're not sure if this is the headquarters or the guild headquarters for it, but you believe that if it's not, it's definitely going to be a prominent chapter.
Okay. I'll walk in and see what's it all about.
Who is going to the Mages Guild? Florstan, I think, was interested, and then Brahm was interested as
Yeah.
well. Florstan, you still down? What about Erevan and Lee? What are you guys doing?
Well, I don't have any particular interest in the Mages Guild.
Based on yesterday, I will. I'm willing to go with them to the Mages Guild.
Okay.
Yeah,
Have anything to do there,
Just
or
make sure you
anywhere,
guys stay
anything to do in
together.
particular.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll just
might as well stay together. Yeah.
All right. All right. So you guys go to the Mages Guild. Like I said, it's excuse me. There's a little bit of a light drizzle, but otherwise it's just a cloudy day in Waterdeep. You guys find or talk to a couple people here and there. You find directions to the Mages Guild, and you see that the guild hall almost mirrors that of a cathedral. It almost looks like a cathedral if you didn't know any better, but the symbol, instead of a god or one of the deities, is just a Mages Guild symbol, which looks kind of similar to Neverwinter's banner, where it's an eye, like a drawn or a painted eye. Okay, so you guys
Okay.
approach the building. Looks like people are going in and out. Most of them wearing robes. You see a couple of the robed people have, 2 or 3 guys in armor, some muscle, which actually coincidentally is what Grimmeth is walking with. A couple armed guys, and a couple guys in armor.
Uh,
All right, so
okay. Go ahead.
Grimmeth, you walk into the Mages Guild, and inside there you can see that it's just covered with books everywhere. There's different not posters, but yeah, pretty much posters with measurements and all these different kinds of descriptions and everything. Just anything that pertains to magical use or creating potions is just all kind of there in front of you in the hallways, just listed out.
Okay. Is there like a front desk or somebody that's obvious that you're there to talk to? A concierge or something like that?
Excuse me, where's the concierge? You don't see. There are people like walking to and fro, and as you're kind of looking for someone to talk to, a small little sprite comes and flies in front of you, and it's hard to see, but you're able to use your strong skills in investigation to see that it looks to be a small little male sprite flying and hovering in front of your face, and he says, Yes, what can I do for you? What are you here for? Who are you?
Hello. You're tiny. My name's Grimmith Crowfall. I practice in mage wizarding, so
Ah, great. Well, you're in the right place. Everyone else here does mage wizarding too.
Yes. Is there a way to join this guild or
Join the guild. If you want to join the guild, you go fill out a form. Take your application, look at it, and then you come in for an interview.
Florestan fills out a form.
Okay. Does this guild, if you're not a member, is there like a place you can shop or buy or sell any magic goods?
You can buy or sell your magic goods on any of the stores on Merchants Road. There's nothing to be sold here. Do you want a form or not?
Yeah, I'll take a form, of course.
All right. And then you see him wave his hand, and a parchment appears, and it kind of like glides down to you. Florestan's like, "Ooh, me too," and he waves his hands again. Another parchment floats down to Florestan's hands.
What kind of spells do you know?
Okay.
I know spells.
You talking to me?
Yeah. What kind of spells do you know?
I don't know. All kinds of spells. Spells that make me do this, and you see him pop out of existence and pop right behind you, almost like in little bursts of glitter. And I can also do this. And he goes, and he shoots off a couple magic missiles towards the ceiling that dissipate before they hit.
I was about to say. Oh, shit.
Okay, I'm suitably impressed, I guess.
I guess.
You've seen Grimmith do it so many times.
Yeah. I'm a real pro. Don't worry about this guy. What? All right. You done filling out the forms or no?
Did I
Do you
catch your
offer
name, sorry?
enchanting services?
What did you say?
Enchanting services. Enchanting
No.
weapons and armor.
Services only open to members. Thank you for. There's no tour here. If you guys want to go look at the sights in the city, you can step outside. I'm sure you'll find a museum or a park or some little hole to drink in.
No, I didn't catch your name. What's your name?
My name is Newt Fernstorm.
Newt?
You done filling out those forms yet?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
If you are a member now, Florestan, here. Lee pulls the greatsword out of his bag. Here, have them look at your sword now that you are a member.
Hey, can you take a look at my sword?
And
He's not a member yet. He has to have an interview, right? That's what I heard.
all right. So
He just filled out application. He's a member now.
Florestan, you grab as you grab the sword, you hear a voice in your head, and he's like, yes.
Oh, Jesus, that sword?
let's,
Son of a bitch.
Let's smack that little fairy guy out of the sky. Let's drink his
Whoa.
glittery blood.
If you think it's a good idea,
Oh, it's
I
a
mean,
great
I
idea.
kinda
The
don't-
stories that will be told of your epic deeds will resound on the walls of every tavern in the world.
You really think so?
I know so.
Florestan? Who are you talking to,
Well,
Florestan?
All right.
You see,
Oh, it's that sword. No.
you see, Aravan's
Put
like,
it away.
hey, wait a second.
Wait a minute. How'd you get that?
Stop waving that weapon around in here. And you see a couple of the guys walking around. You got their attention a little bit.
Floristan, quit waving my sword around.
No, he's sword now. He is member. He
It's-
needs to have them look at it.
Oh yeah, sure. Stop.
You,
Sorry. Stop.
you guys are
stop.
not members. You fill out the form and then we call you back in for an interview. You're not just members because you've draw some symbols on a piece of paper. That's not how it works. Don't sign
Okay,
your name
when's
and become a
the-
member of the Mages Guild.
So you're saying you don't become a
That
member
makes
of the
sense.
Mages Guild by by writing a spell scroll? But I'm Tish.
No,
Yeah,
those
I've
are
got a
spell
couple that I've
creatures.
written,
I can cast spells.
but I can
I'll
I
only
make
ask you
spell
this.
scrolls as
I'll only
well.
ask you this once, and he's looking at you, Floristan. I only ask you this once. Put away the weapon or suffer the consequences.
I'll take the weapon from Floristan.
Yeah, I'll try to put it away.
All right. Well, so now, as Aravan's trying to grab it, you guys are all. You have 4 hands on the hilt of this sword, and then Aravan's like gauntlet is kind of like over the blade, but not cutting him. But it's almost that baseball bat game where you guys are trying to like go your fist over fist and see who gets it at the end. But you hear now both of you can hear the voice, and it seems to be catering to either of you. One Floristan is saying like, yes, the stories it will tell, and as soon as Aravan grabs, it's like, kill the weakling. Kill the sprite. Come, we must banish all of these evil
Kermit's
wizards
stepping
from
away
this.
from them.
This sword is an idiot. I'm just gonna, unless someone's going to make an opposed athletics check or something like that, I'm just going to grab the sword away, shove it back in its sheath, and throw it back in the bag of holding.
All right. Floristan, do you try to fight him?
No.
Okay.
I don't want it.
Give me that thing. All right, you put it back in the bag of holding.
Yeah, Lee opens his bag up and goes, okay, maybe later. We do that later. My mistake.
Maybe we should take the sword to a temple, see what they can do about it.
Anyways, sorry about that.
Alright.
Caused quite a ruckus.
If that's it, I'll turn in your applications and you'll get a message in a few days' time if you're deemed worthy. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Okay, thank you. Well, it's my first interaction with a sprite, and he talk real fast.
I almost
Wow.
killed him.
Yeah, don't be playing with that sword anymore.
Yeah, maybe next time I give to Grimmett. I like Grimmett to give it to them to investigate. I gave it to the wrong person. My mistake.
Yeah. Okay, well, I have no idea how they're going to contact me for this quote-unquote interview, but he's gone now, so I have no idea.
Yep, he popped out.
What was on the form?
So
Name.
yeah, just your general
Age,
general
stuff like
form, name, what schools of magic you've studied. They have a section where it says what spells have you mastered, like your top 3 spells that you've mastered.
Now, was there a bardic college in this city?
I don't know why Floristan's trying to join this
Yeah.
mage guild instead of a bard college, but
I
his
think
choice.
Floristan's one of those people that just signs up for every newsletter. It seems like. Because you joined the Harpers, and then now you want to put in your lot with the Mages Guild.
Guys, this Nigerian prince needs some money.
I received a letter
the
from
mages-
a Chilton prince.
The Mages Guild could probably figure out he's a Harper, and they're gonna suspect he's a spy.
But that's assuming that they're like opposing guilds too, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, I mean-
I'm sure they're not exactly aligned.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
I guess I'm holding on to this goddamn scroll for a while longer.
Just
But,
use
I
this
really did
kindling.
wanna look
Just-
for-
Just start a fire with it. At this point, you'll get more use
Yeah.
out of it. Just
Oh, damn.
burning it.
It's worth a little bit, but
Just not in Waterdeep.
I mean-
That's all.
yeah, it's not in Waterdeep.
This has become
I did wanna-
the main quest, hasn't it? Finding a use
Yes.
for this Goodberry scroll.
Sell the scroll.
Save the world. Sell
We're
the
gonna
scroll.
sell the scroll, and the next day one of our characters is gonna die. And yeah, I'm gonna re-roll as a druid.
Eventually, I'll just grab Magic Initiate Druid and learn this goddamn spell and use it
just to use it, huh?
just to use it.
Oh boy, I'll waste it. All right.
I did want to look for a staff replacement for this wand I have. Like
Okay.
a staff might be a little nicer, but
You wanted a different, like, arcane focus?
well, this is a. I want to see if I could get this enchantment transferred to a staff. It's a +1 wand to the War Mage.
Okay.
So I guess the Mages Guild isn't open for us currently. I'm not sure if there's anything else in town that might have some sort of enchantment service.
Go ahead and do, let's say you stop and talk to a couple people. Do a,
Sure, I'll use my supply chain failed merchant background feature.
ooh, Nat, see,
There you
this is
go.
perfect. Obtain connections with
Yeah.
wholesalers, suppliers, other merchants, and entrepreneurs. All right, so you call up these connections. Go ahead and do, you know what? I don't think you need a roll. I like this background. I
No?
think this is more than enough information to
It's a
find
lot
what you're
better
looking
than
for.
what I had before.
Okay, so you
Or
do.
not a lot better, but
Yeah, you do find, eventually, or pretty quickly find the name of a store that you'd be able to go to, and that would have these kind of enchantment, what's it called? Enchantment services, or possibly do whatever you're looking for, transfer the whatever it's called,
enchantment.
enchantment. Yes. So you find the
Okay.
name. It is called the Heavy Centaur,
wow.
and you go to the store. It's not on Merchants Row, but it is in a nice affluent area of the city. And inside you can see it's set up almost like a very like a plain. It almost looks bare, but it's one of those. I don't know if you guys have ever been to, like, if you've been to a boutique or something like that where there's only a couple racks of clothes and then the rest of it's just stylized art and stuff like that. That's pretty much what it is. A couple racks of or a couple, like, literally 2 small shelves or tables that have 1 or 2 items on it, and then you have some artwork and some paintings here and there on the walls.
All right, I'll walk in.
Okay.
See what if there's anyone about.
Yeah, you go in, and inside is a lady who looks up and says,
Yes, sir. How can I help you?
Yes, hello. My name's Grimmeth.
Hello, Grimmett.
I heard that you guys do enchantment services and possibly like transference of enchantments.
Why, yes, we do offer those services. What kind of transference of enchantment were you looking for? Do you have the items
pull
with
out
you?
the wand. I don't have. Well, yeah, I'll pull out the wand and show it to her.
Ah,
Say,
interesting.
this wand, it gives me +1 on spell attack bonuses, but I was wondering if I could transfer it to a staff
Oh,
instead of it being a wand.
I believe that would be possible. Let me see here. Do you mind if I cast Identify on it?
Go right ahead.
all right, she takes it from your hands, and then she spends like 10 minutes studying it and identifying it. And after you guys are waiting, you see the party's getting a little bit restless waiting for you, but otherwise, 10 minutes passes, she finishes, and she says to you,
Yes, this is a beautiful wand, and I do suppose I have the skill to transfer the enchantment to another object, but it must be made of similar material.
Okay. What material is the wand made of?
what is it made of?
I don't know. You're the DM.
Made of
sold it
gumdrops
to
and
him.
candy canes.
Ah.
Wand of, let's see if it says.
Interesting. Just as a wand. Like
Sometimes they have descriptions.
wooden wands, metal wands, sprig wands, mistletoe sprigs. That's for druids.
Okay. So she
winter,
said
right?
it looks just like a wooden. Yeah, I know some of them have weird
Wooden?
descriptions,
Ah,
but
wooden.
yeah.
a
So
Cherry wood.
I think
oak or something like that.
any kind of wood will work.
Okay. Excellent. Um,
I don't suppose you have the item to transfer the enchantment into.
Not currently. Do you sell those types of items?
Well, I do have a couple of things that might work.
And she goes into the back and comes back, and she's holding two staffs. One is kind of a grayish hue, and the other is more like a oak, like a more polished and heavy oak. So the grayish wooden staff looks more gnarled and just like a branch off of a tree that was carved into a staff, and then the oak one looks more like polished and that was manufactured and carved, by a carpenter or something like that.
Right. I'm guessing the one that's been sort of carved has a little gem on the top sitting with some sort of
There's no gem.
metal. Oh,
Nope. But there is
sort of.
You could attach one, I'm sure.
Okay. All right. I'll take that one then.
All right. So you point to the
What,
oak staff.
Yeah.
What was your question?
What does this cost? What's this ring me up for this service?
Well, for enchantment transferal service, let me see. Do some calculations. Let me figure it out myself. What should it cost?
1 million electrum.
For such a simple enchantment?
All right, let me find it.
I don't think there's any rules on it.
No, I know, but I wanted to look up the what's the cost of the Wand of the War Mage?
1,200 gold pieces.
100. Okay.
Yes. Just want maybe like 10% of the cost or something like that.
What? To transfer an enchantment?
I don't know. Throwing out suggestions, man.
I like that you started really low. 10%.
Oh, is that really
he's
low?
just switching
100.
out his wand for a staff. It's not
Yeah.
exactly like he's getting a big advantage.
That's true. That's a good argument. And no one's gonna argue on my side, so.
I'm gonna cast.
So-
Or I'm gonna cast cutting words while she's doing her mental arithmetic to try and mess her up, make it go lower.
Fluorescent dot.
Hey, that's,
Isn't that a verbal thing?
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's not even a spell. It's just
So as
me
she's
saying
counting
something.
stuff out, you're like calling out different random numbers. 5, 11, 46, 2.
Fluorescent,
Three.
stop or I'll take you out of the.
A 4. I rolled a 4, whatever that's worth.
What does that do?
I don't know.
What's she supposed to do for cutting
lowers
words?
the save DC or something like that.
It
Yeah,
lowers
so
it.
if she,
He's just trying to
Yeah.
help a brother out.
But what if it messes up in the favor of the store?
I mean, that's possible. It's absolutely possible.
All right. In that case. All right. So you do an 8. So that lowers by 4. It lowers her what?
Whatever she rolls, I don't know. Like if she was trying to do math and rolled to do math, then okay,
Alright.
well you rolled a natural 20.
I
and
rolled a nat 20. So what does that mean?
I don't know.
That means that you fail in messing up her math. She's able to
Okay.
get it right. She says,
Yes, I could do this service for you for 200 gold.
200 gold, huh? That's a very
Ah.
easy one. Oh, wait. I
And the staff cost and everything?
I suppose.
Material cost?
I suppose I
Okay.
could be willing to. Yes.
That's fair. It must be difficult to transfer them anyways, so that's fair.
Well,
you
it
know,
does
while we're
take
on the
some
topic of transferring enchantments, I have a magic sword, which also happens to be sentient and quite evil.
Oh.
Would it be possible to transfer out the rest of the enchantment while leaving the sentience in the magic item?
Well, I have no experience with any kind of sentient objects, but I'm not entirely sure. And you say that you know that the sword is evil.
Yes.
Then why not get it get it either expunged at the temple or perhaps destroy the thing.
Well, it's quite useful.
Well,
It
do
may
you
be
know
evil,
of any way
but considering
of
that
just
it really,
expunging the sentience,
yeah, considering
not
that
the
it
enchantment itself?
considering that it hasn't actually done anything more irritating than whisper at me to kill things, I'm not quite ready to throw it yet.
Well, from my own studies in enchantments, normally the objects of lore and note that are sentient, as you say, oftentimes cannot be removed from their particular magical abilities. They are linked one and the same to the object, as from my studies at least.
Well, that's a shame.
If it brings great pain and sorrow to the world, then perhaps you should destroy it.
It doesn't, though. I mean, I'm sure if an evil person who was willing to do what it told it to had it, then yeah, it'd be pretty bad for the world. But it's not like it's made me kill people. It's just told me to kill people.
Well, I can just say that I've seen lesser men than you be taken over by their lust for magical items that are sentient, even ones that are not particularly evil. It is oftentimes the wielder that makes it bad.
Lesser men than me, so I'm totally fine.
Well, yes, I would say so. And she gives you a little wink. Bink.
Okay.
All right, so you're paying up. Cronus.
I
Grimace?
certainly am.
All right, Grimmett. So pay that 200 gold. She
200 gold.
looks up at you guys and she says, "This will take about maybe a half hour, perhaps. You go get lunch and come back, and I'll be finished."
Okay. Thank you very much.
No problem. Nice doing business
I'll,
with
actually, I have, would you accept payment in, gems?
you.
Or
Cash
a
only,
Goodberry
please.
scroll?
Yeah, Goodberry scroll.
Or a Goodberry scroll? If you have any use for that?
No, thank you. I do not practice in the druidic arts.
Okay.
Just burn the goddamn thing and be rid of it.
Well, no, I have a bunch of loose pearls that you could use for your identify spells.
Oh, well,
If you would rather one of those and some cash instead of... They're worth 150. 150 gold each.
show me the quality of it.
I'll pull out a pearl. One of my 19 pearls.
You just got a bunch of loose
And hand it-
pearls.
And show it to her.
Yes. Well, yeah. This pearl will actually work, and I already have owl feathers, so I should be good. But yes, I suppose I can cut your cost in half if that sounds fair to you.
That does. You have a deal.
All right, so give her one pearl, and then
One.
it's only 100 gold now.
Excellent. Okay.
All right, so do you
Thanks,
guys want to do
for
anything
putting up with that.
while he's waiting for that, or you guys good to wait? Lee, you gonna practice some more spinning moves in the air, freak everyone out?
Some more
No, I
Wixie.
just wanted to make sure I could do it. I'll save next time for when I actually need
Okay.
to get a. I'll shock expecting they're trying to fight me.
All right, so you guys kind of lounge around, wait around, and she's finished. And Grimmith, you have your nice new oak staff with the wand of the war mage.
Staff of the War Mage.
Staff of
Awesome.
the war mage now.
Excellent.
You are one step closer to being a bona fide wizard.
Yeah.
Okay, what else are you guys doing?
I think it is time for us to get going. Grimmith, are you feeling energized enough to start moving castle?
Oh yeah. Certainly. Are we deciding to take the the castle? Or are we gonna walk it?
No, I think we're.
We made the
Castle,
decision. We're
no.
gonna take the castle.
Okay.
Potentially use the cloud feature to keep it hidden, get close, and maybe like the last couple miles on foot. We're gonna use the castle to speed up getting the route on.
Okay.
All right, so you guys head back to Skyreach Castle. You climb the rope to get up.
Lee doesn't. Lee flies up.
Ooh, yes. Lee, you're able to fly up.
I just like
I'll
Superman
climb.
pose, just one arm straight up, just. Whoosh.
Well,
How do you know who Superman is in Farron?
I'm saying it out of character, that pose.
Yeah.
In character, I don't know why. It was a natural
Just
reaction.
felt
I
nat-
feel like
yep.
I wanted to put one on.
I'll Misty Step up there.
All right.
Fucking
First
show
and-
off, huh?
Everyone
Why you always
showing
try to
off.
steal my moment of glory? I tried to jump off the castle floor stand, tried to mimic me. I fly up to castle. You try to mimic me. It's like everyone
Hey,
get out of my fucking
teleportation's
lane.
different from flying, man.
Everyone
I
tried
don't know
to one
about
up me. Every time I try to stand out and be special, a little tear starts to well up on the side of his eye. I just want to be special. You're part of this party.
Don't worry, man. You are. You can fly now. You are.
Floristan claps sarcastically.
So, is Aravan the only one that has to climb the rope normally?
No, I have to climb.
Oh,
it
Floristan
normally.
is too. I thought you had Misty Step. That was Grimmeth.
Well,
I mean, I have my rope of
could.
climbing.
You want to use the
You
roof?
still have to climb the rope.
Yeah.
I'm
Uh,
just down there like, guys,
The rope
everybody,
doesn't climb for you.
doesn't it? It's a rope of climbing.
Yeah, it goes to where you want it to, but you still have to climb the rope.
Yeah, that's true. It
Oh,
You
does-
want to
yeah.
go up the rope.
Oh well, sure.
Unless we'd be using it a lot more often then.
yeah, if it was just like a zip line thing, or you just or like a one of those like the Batman thing he has, where you just grapple hook
Oh,
and it
yeah.
just pulls you straight up.
I mean, you could pull,
That'd
but
be
no,
cool.
you'd have to pull yourself up. But yeah, you could totally
Yeah, but I mean,
grapple it to something.
just if it just shot out and then pulled you straight up after it, we'd use that all the time.
I know, right? All right, so you guys need to make some athletics check to climb. Just one athletics check to climb the rope.
I changed my mind on what I'm doing. I am going to grab onto the rope.
Okay.
I am going to cast Unseen Servant and have him hoist me up, which I know he can't do, but I'm going to try it anyway.
All right. And so, like, well, he can hoist you up just a little bit. Wait, doesn't he have
Okay.
a weight limit?
Yeah, it's like 10 pounds.
All right. So he like struggles, but
Okay.
he like
Then
gets
yes,
you up
I
a
will do
little
it.
bit.
You said athletics
Mhm.
check.
Aravan, you too, please.
Athletics.
Got an 18.
All right. Floristan rolled 18. Aravan
14.
rolls a 14. Okay. So you guys climb the rope, no problems. Get back up on the Skyreach Castle, and you're there in the courtyard. Where are you guys heading to next?
Did we want to say hi to a buddy, Mr. Cloud Giant?
Lagothkus should probably
Gothcus?
explain the plan to him. Probably on you. You're gonna be piloting it. Giving him a heads up.
Sorry, what?
Oh, he's saying that you or Grimmeth probably needs to be the one to talk to him, since you're gonna tell him, hey, I'm gonna pilot this thing.
Oh, well, I can.
Hey,
sorry, I
Blagothcus, we're gonna pilot this
blacked
thing.
out.
All right. So you guys
Strap
go.
in.
You guys go. You guys go track down Blagothkus. You see that he's in one of the open areas and kind of drilling his ogres to. It looks like almost like a phalanx, but only three ogres wide, and he's trying to teach them how to do a phalanx, but with less people, probably for tighter spaces. He looks up at you guys, and you get his attention, and Grimmeth goes and talks to him, and he goes, "Oh, well, where are we heading to then?"
We are heading to Daggerford,
Oh,
to the Serpent Hills
I
near Daggerford.
don't know if I have been to the Serpent Hills before, but keep me away from the city. We've gotten a lot of onlookers and a couple of kids throwing stones at the ogres on guard. These humans know not what kind of terrors we could bring upon them.
Yeah, seriously, that sounds like a really bad decision on their part.
Well, they're kids. What do you expect?
But I cannot control my ogres on guard. I cannot stay up 24 hours a day.
Well, we'll keep
why
away
were
from
they-
cities in the future, I guess.
Maybe next time we have to come back to Waterdeep, we put cloud cover on and keep it higher up.
That would be a good idea. Also, probably a good time to tell you that my ogres also cleared out most of this farmer's cattle.
Oh.
All right, let's get going.
Hang on, hang
How
on.
did they get down
what
to the
happened?
ground? What?
We have
For
How did they get back up?
food or for sport? I thought we had lots of provision.
ladders and planks. I don't know. I was able to reprimand the ones that did it, but before I found out that they had already killed half the herd and brought them
I
up.
better go pay the farmer.
Good on you.
I think that would be fair. Here, take Cyclonius with you. He can get you up and down the castle quicker.
Okay, thanks.
So Cyclonius like kind of whisk you, like he's like huh, like holding his arms out, like come on, get in my arms, and you reluctantly kind of get in there, and then he floats you down to the ground.
Yeah. And I'll just approach the farmer. So, I hear you've been having some trouble with your cattle.
Trouble with my cattle, you says? Your damn monsters killed my poor herd.
What's fair market value?
Didn't we already give him a shit ton of money for the crops?
We did.
Yeah, I think we
Yeah,
gave him
give
about
him
10
that
gold
much.
or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Was for the crops.
All right.
Probably at least have to give him a little bit more.
Yeah.
I don't know. What is fair market value?
I
I'm
believe
not
they
sure.
actually have the stats for it.
I know draft horse could be close, unless they have something better for farming animals.
Let me see.
Draft horses are 50 gold a pop.
No, I know, like, the
No,
book actually has,
cows
like,
are in the
bundles of
player's
wheat.
guide to everything, aren't they?
No, they're right in the player's
They're in the player's handbook somewhere.
Oh, are they? Cows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cow.
Trade goods.
Yeah, trade
Pound
goods.
of wheat. 1 cow. 10 gold pieces.
And how many cows were eaten?
Well, they damn near cleared out my whole herd. I had 8 total, and they killed 6 of them.
They killed 6 cows. Here you go. I'll hand him 60 gold pieces. In fact, I'll hand him 70 gold pieces.
You guys gonna keep destroying my life and paying me off?
No, hopefully we will not be bothering you again. We're heading off at the moment.
Good riddance.
Spits on the ground. But you see he had no hesitation accepting the money.
Frankly, very understandable. Have a good day, sir.
Yep. And you go away, and then Cyclonius carries you in his arms back up to the Skyreach Castle. Grimmeth, you've already gone to the control room to kind of prep and get ready. Floristan, are you going to go with him to help him out for the spells? Okay. All right, so you lifting off?
Yeah.
Yeah, let me pull up that controls thing.
You want me to go first? Or did you want to go first?
Doesn't matter.
Well, no, you go
You
first.
could've-
'Cause you have arcane recovery.
Can you inspire me?
No, well, it doesn't
I
help
can
on
use it
saving
on the
throws.
Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, it doesn't help on saving throws.
What? Really?
Yeah, it's just ability checks.
We went over this last.
Wow. Okay. Fine.
I mean, I'd be
been a
happy
while.
to. You're inspired. I'm gonna sing to you, but you don't have to do any ability checks.
I'll be there no matter what.
With the arms wide
Okay.
open.
Yeah.
Well, you
There
know,
you
I'll
go.
be adjacent, giving him +4 to his saving throw.
Ah, yes. There you go. Now you guys are working as a team.
There we go. That's what, +4?
+4.
Okay. So, looking at the controls now.
Did I also?
Are we shrouding it? With cloud?
Let's get it going. Get it going first.
So I have to use 1 to cast off, and then 2 to rise up. So that would be my 2 spell slots.
All right. Then I can get it to shroud and get going forward.
It's a 4th level spell slot, I believe, or 3rd level.
Yep.
4th
I've
level.
got
It's
2
fourth.
of them. 4th. Unless you want to make it 3rd.
I'm putting my own notes because I realized I didn't write any of these rules down when we were when you had moved it that one episode.
Yeah, there was lots of... Hopefully we won't go through that much this time.
It was a 4th level spell slot per action, and then if you it was a
If we move it, it's like 100 kilometers, I think, or something like that. We decided
100 clicks
per move.
per
So
move action, and then what was the maximum per 8 hours? It was like 200 or something like that, or
Yeah, I
12
think so.
hours.
yeah,
12 hours.
sounds right.
No, it was 8 hours, but I mean, we were really saying 2 days you could get 200 clicks.
I remember it being really convoluted and weird.
Yeah, it was,
Yeah.
but we were trying to because we were trying to balance it out. We didn't want it. I
Right.
wanted it to be
Well,
like
no, we were trying to figure out how long it would take us to get to Waterdeep and how far it is. So, like, I can say move east, but how far is it going to move east or what? Because it doesn't say anything.
yeah, but I wanted the speed to be similar, like a little bit faster than going by a wagon, or like in between a wagon and a horse, like a riding horse. That's kind of
Like
the
a
speed.
sprinting horse or like...
Yeah, like a good a regular riding horse, not a draft horse, but I wanted to balance it like that. But the plus side was that you guys could go in a straight line for the most part,
Yeah.
and
Well-
then also have your, backup. and
Okay,
everything.
so I'll use the 2 to cast off and go up.
And then,
So that is 2 of my 4th level spell slots.
all right, and then didn't you have to roll every time?
It's made Constitution saving throws or suffer 1 exhaustion point.
Did I type that in? Somewhere?
Yes, you told us last time.
All right, so con save. Sorry, can you repeat that? I'm typing my notes.
It was a con save or suffer 1 point of exhaustion.
Okay.
And I don't
He
know
was
what you
just
what I don't know what
I thought
the
it was
DC
just DC 10. I thought it was just 10.
C10?
I think
it was
it's 12.
Straight up and down.
If I remember
12?
right. Yeah.
It was whatever you said it. I don't know.
I want to say I remember it being a little bit more than average. So DC 12.
Okay, well that's 18 for my first one, and 24 for my second.
Nice.
I'm fine.
All right. All right, so you.
So now we're up in the air.
All right. Yep. Rise the castle.
Now it's Florestan's turn.
Yeah, I'll shroud it and get it going, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's 2 of them. And let's do a couple con saves. Got a 13. Thank you, Aravan. And a 25.
All right. So that you move it. You guys are moving it towards Daggerford, southeast. Let's see how far you can get. This is in. I think we did miles, not clicks. Sorry,
Yeah.
Grimmeth. We're all on the standard system. You're the only one who's not.
You mean we're not going 150 kilometers? What?
No. 100 miles. All right, so you guys, and I think the travel route, you guys were still gonna go down the tradeway, like the kind of following the road.
Yeah, we're just going straight for Daggerford.
Okay.
Daggerford.
So it's
Ford.
actually, actually doesn't take too long. I mean, well, throughout the day, is there any downtime stuff other people want to do besides Florestan and Grimmeth? You guys are busy with this.
Well, we don't have to be in there for it to go. I don't think it's not. We didn't decide that, or we decided that last time
That you could still have your own downtime.
that we can still have our own stuff to do.
Okay, so what do you guys want to do then?
Someone else want to start, or do you want me to start with me?
Go ahead, Grimmeth.
I will recast Find Familiar and change Taco's form from a cat to our homebrewed swallow.
All right.
About time. A tiny little, not a tiny, but a little bird sits on my shoulder. Blue swallow. Done.
I suppose I'll resummon Fealty at some point.
Okay. Go
He's
ahead.
gonna have to.
Sorry, Lee. You're next.
No, I didn't need.
Okay, nothing. Florestan. Any downtime activities?
We have an armory, right?
Yes.
I'd like to go see if I can find a shield.
Okay. So you go down and you find old Gundane, the wheelwright, working down in the armory, and he looks up at you. He's like, "Hey, how's it going? I haven't seen you in a while."
Hey, bud, doing pretty good. How you settling in?
Eh, can't complain. Ogres are actually not too bad. Just gotta treat them like they're just the ruffians they are, I suppose. But otherwise, I've made myself useful, fixing
Yeah,
their
alright.
stuff and making them weapons.
Yeah, you need anything?
Nope, I'm pretty good. See that we're moving. Where are we heading to?
We're going to Daggerford. We're gonna go mess up some people in the cult, try and get an edge on them.
Oh wow, yeah, that'd be interesting. I got a chance to go into Waterdeep just for a day and restock on some supplies, but I've never been to Daggerford before. You don't suppose I'd have a chance to go take a look too once we get there?
I don't see why not. I mean, we're gonna be doing our own thing. We don't want you getting hurt or anything, but there's gonna be some downtime.
Oh, well, all right. And well, what can I do for you here today?
Yeah, yo, listen. So I've been kind of thinking around. I take hits a lot, and I'd like something to try and mitigate that damage. I was wondering if you got a shield around here, laying around anywhere.
Let's see. A shield. Yeah, I do have a couple. Let me see. And he starts rummaging around and he pulls out like a different kind of basic wooden shields and he's like, "Well, we got some of those, but here you don't want that. Let me see if I got something nicer." And then he finds a nice, like, really polished buckler. And it's
Yeah.
significantly smaller than the wooden shields, but it's all metal. It's polished. It's nice. Like, it's very well crafted. And he's like, "Here, this is more for your speed. Especially, I saw you using that rapier. I think this will be more something you'd like. Doesn't mess with your field of vision and allows you to strike swiftly and fast while protecting your sail."
Oh yeah. How much you want for it?
Oh, well, I mean, I only polished it and refit the handle. It was already here before that. I didn't actually create this or make it.
Listen, man. I'm not just gonna take this from you. I want to give you something. What do you want?
Yeah, you guys have already given me a second chance at life on the road and got me out of that shithole of a town, so you don't worry about it. Please.
All right. Well, here's 20 gold to spend in Daggerford. How about that?
Well, I can't turn that down, I suppose. Thank you very much.
Yeah. You're very welcome. Thanks. And if you need anything, just let us know. All right.
All right, we'll do.
All right. That'll do.
All right, you got your buckler. I don't think it actually mechanically changes anything. So.
Okay.
But yeah, but it's a nice buckler.
Sweet. That'll do. And that's all I wanted to do.
All right. Who else? Did anyone else not get a chance to do any downtime? I think everyone did, right? All right, so
Brahm.
all right. Well, Brahm,
From praise.
yes,
Yeah.
Brahm meditates and prays to Lathander. All right, so you
I
guys,
guess I'd
sorry,
recover that 4th level spell slot.
from
Short rest.
oh,
Arcane
with the short
recovery.
rest. Okay, sorry. It's like you don't got time to sleep. Back to work. All right, so you start traveling down kind of following along the road or keeping the road in sight, and actually from that 100 miles that you guys have traveled, you actually can see the lights of Daggerford ahead of you. And we say 8-hour time
that
span.
close.
You guys probably, yeah. So you can see that people are like they're starting to light their torches. So the sun's setting. It's probably like 8 p.m. And you guys are
Okay.
coming up on Daggerford. And then what are you doing? So you're veiled in fog. You're coming up to Daggerford, so no, you haven't heard any alarm bells or trumpets or anything like that. But you guys are within range. You think probably another 20, 30 miles out from what you can see, Grimmeth.
All right. What do we want to do? We can stop it right now, but we can stop it and we can anchor it now.
Yeah, let's do it.
Who are
Yeah,
you
I say
getting?
we stop it and continue on foot. And
How close do we want to be? I can get us to the ground safely from this height. We're like 500 feet, 400 feet off the ground.
And can you remind me why you guys were going to Daggerford?
We were going
again?
after Varum. Varum the White. He was last seen at Borskire Bridge
Mm-hmm.
near the Serpent Hills.
And then Daggerford was like your next, what, like
Daggerford
waypoint?
is Serpent Hills is near Daggerford. I don't know where exactly. But
I think that if I remember correctly, did Sir Istavel kind of offer to travel with you guys to that location or something?
we didn't have.
can't
The only, thing
remember.
we
I
had
don't think
asked,
so.
the only thing we had asked for was
Yeah, I don't
potentially a
remember
wizard
that.
to help with the castle. To have a wizard to do the castle flying, pumping in spells. Didn't get anything.
Yeah, you guys didn't get anything from the council, right? But afterwards, I think it was Leosin and Sir Istavel talking to you, wasn't it?
No, we talked to what's her face, the head of
Ramalia had
the Harpers.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
and she authorized Leosin to help us with it.
Sorry, you just
got all that
broke out as
hold
soon
on.
as after anything you said after Leosin, I didn't hear.
Oh. She authorized Leosin to use Harper funds to cover whatever we needed, but then before we did anything in that regard, we had the fight.
Okay.
I got what I wanted, so I didn't need to pester Leosin for that. I don't think anyone else had anything particular they were looking for. Griffith went
not
to the
really.
Mages Guild and got that stuff. I don't think Brahm had anything. So I think that was the after Harper's Ishtar was.
I think I'm
I
more.
should have just sent you the whole podcast.
Well, I mean, I have the raw.
Oh,
Yeah, so I was listening to that, but then, like I said, I really glazed over these important things. I was focused more on what happened than what is going to happen. I'm going to go
Yeah, no.
flagellate
what-
myself for being a
What
bad
happened
DM.
was we came to the agreement we were going to go after Verum because
Yep, I
the
know
Harpers
that.
had a tip. They had a tip
Yes.
that his mask was stolen and that he was going to be in that area
Yes.
trying to retrieve it.
I'm
In the
good on
meantime,
that.
they were going to reach out to the mages to try to figure out where the Drakhorn is.
Yep.
Yeah, they were
And
going to
so
reach
we-
out to the Arcane Brotherhood.
I remember that.
Arcane Brotherhood.
That
That's
was
right.
the council.
Makath the Crimson.
And
She
then,
knows the most about the Drakhorn.
right, while you guys go on this lead
Well,
for
we
the
go
meeting.
deal with Varum.
Now, for the
And then
actual...
the meeting broke up.
Then-
We talked to Leosin and we talked to the Harper. She authorized him to help us out with whatever we needed. We were gonna go we're gonna do that the next day. In the meantime, Grimmeth and Braum and Floristan were gonna go to the Mages Guild.
Okay.
And then we got
Lee was
ambushed.
trying to get away, but Braum figured out he was gonna try to go back to the shop and start trouble. So he had Aravan that was gonna escort me to the castle, and that's when the fight happened.
So where were you?
Post-fight.
Right, and then where were you supposed to meet Leosin?
I don't know if we had ever set that up exactly, so we could have just left him a note.
What about, and then Borskir Bridge was definitely mentioned, and then why?
Yes.
There's a reason why you guys are going to Daggerford.
I thought we were going to Borskir Bridge, which was near Dagger.
I mean, Daggerford is on the way to Borskir Bridge, but I thought like Sir Ishtavel had offered his help to you guys because he's from that area, from Daggerford, or not originally, but he's representing people in Daggerford, and he had offered help for you guys to either get to the bridge or.
That doesn't sound familiar at
No,
all,
to
and
get
I
to
just
Surfer
finished up
House.
editing that episode
Okay.
last week.
All right, so then I'll just completely scratch that then. All right, so you guys are within range, about 20 miles out of Daggerford, and as you guys are coming up on the city, you can see that they are starting to light the torches and lanterns around the city as night is falling. What would you like to do?
Well, we're gonna anchor it here,
Yeah.
so I have to make another save. Put another spell in there.
Okay,
Are we like lowering it, or
I
are we
will be
just?
next to you,
No.
obviously.
just keeping it still.
No, I can feather fall us down. Yes, Constitution.
Constitution save. 10.
14.
14, nice, with Aravan around. All right, so you're all set. You anchor the castle so it doesn't shift
You
around.
can feather fall us down, but how are we getting back up?
I can take care of that.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we can take care of that.
No, I can get us up.
How?
I have polymorph.
Oh, like I've got the fly spell. We both have dimension door.
No, I mean like I can like transform seriously into something that can fly us.
Yeah,
up.
or you can take one person with you in dimension door. We'll be fine. We're gonna sleep in the castle
Okay.
tonight and then drop down in the morning.
Yes, please.
All right. So yeah, we've anchored it. I don't know, maybe 10 miles away, 15 miles,
Yeah, I mean, you guys are 20
400
miles.
feet up or
20
so.
miles out, yeah. Okay, 400 feet, you say? How far did you raise it initially?
400 feet.
Okay, so
I don't know.
you're anchored at, yeah, let's just say that. Anchored at 400 feet, and you guys anchor it, and you're going to rest. So go ahead and take another long rest. All right, reset your spells and whatever else you're going to do for your long rest. And let's see. I think this is where we're going to stop for today because I need to get my stuff in order for Daggerford. And we're about, I don't know, 20 minutes out. So I don't want to start something up and then end it halfway. And so, we'll, as our heroes near Daggerford, they must find their way towards Borskir Bridge. Will they be able to have an uneventful journey? Or will they be accosted by trouble and danger on every side? We'll find out next time on 20 Ways to Die. Alright.
Sweet.
Alright guys, thank you very much. Sorry for the rustiness and just like bookkeeping stuff we had to dick around with.
No, we got it.
Do you guys want to talk about next session? Because I think we're starting to get better, maybe.
I mean, I'm good whenever.
Yeah, let's see. Next weekend I'm not available.
I'll be right back when I grab my schedule.
Okay. How about Lee? What's your schedule looking like for July? I guess everyone left. Got Aravan and Grimmeth on mute. Grimmeth's grabbing his schedule.
I'm here.
Oh, sorry, I had my headphone mute.
That's fine.
Yeah, so I'm good for 14th and 20, potentially 21st. Make that work, but I think
14th for sure.
we'd be able to. Yeah,
Okay.
but yeah, I mean, we're on a 10-day lead, so we miss another session
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to miss
in a bind.
too much.
If
Yeah,
anything,
because-
I'd like us to
30th.
an extra 1 or 2, give us some buffer.
Yeah, I can play on the 14th
Okay, that's good.
and the 7th.
Yeah, Dan.
Yeah, 7th I'm coming back from the beach.
7th isn't our normal day, anyways. I'm just saying.
I have 21st
Because my
too.
schedule
in
is all sorts of fucked up.
I have
next
21st
month.
in my calendar as well. But
21st,
see.
I cannot do.
but
Yeah.
first of all, 14th everyone's good for, right?
Well, my last day at my current job is the 12th.
Oh, you changing jobs?
Oh yeah, did I not tell you guys
Oh.
about this? I got a job at Wayfair.
You
Oh,
said
awesome.
you wanted to change. You didn't say you wanted one.
I don't think
or
I-
you got one.
Yeah.
Oh, congrats.
What are you
thanks.
doing for Wayfair?
I'll be working in their pricing division,
Oh,
writing algorithms to figure out how much they should charge for things.
Ooh,
interesting.
interesting. Ah, jinx.
Yeah.
Roll,
Ah.
roll to see who gets. All right, so 14th we're good for. I'll post it in the chat to make sure Brahm's good. Do we want to talk? So 21st, 2 people are already out, so we'll scratch that. How about
Are 2 people out? Who was the other person?
it was
Well, it doesn't matter. It's an extra week. We try to work.
right, Grimmeth?
everyone
You're
involved.
not good, and then
Yeah, I'm out. I can't.
what about Aravan?
I can do.
I don't think Aravan knows after the 12th.
Oh, right, because you're gonna start your new job
Oh no, no. All my jobs are 9 to 5. Are 9 to 5.
in Monday,
5
Okay.
Monday through
Monday
Friday.
to Friday.
Cool.
Okay.
Don't worry about
What
it.
about floor
So
stand?
it's just mine that's fucked up.
Yeah, I'm good.
You're good.
Yeah. That's why I was trying to see if you could get a swap going that 21st, but it's okay.
Yeah, no. No, that.
All right.
What?
So we'll do 14th
Okay.
and 28th, and then
Unless-
in the month of August, the next one should be the 11th and the 25th. But if we can try to squeeze in a 4th or the 18th, just because we burned our buffer this month, not playing all month. So if we could get an extra session in at some point, that'll give us more to work with if something comes up and we have to cancel a session down the line. It'd be
Yeah.
better to have
Well, yeah. On
some more
that
buffer.
on that note, for the extra session, 21st is like a really good day because, like my wife's out of town, so I know that I'm not gonna have like any events pop up or stuff with friends. So we could squeeze in one there, but I guess it depends on where we're at in the story. Like if it's just traveling or something, then Grimmeth being out won't be a big deal. But if it's like story quest related, then I'd prefer to do the whole party. So we'll do 14th for sure. 28th. Is everyone good for the 28th of July?
Yeah,
Yep.
Okay.
I should be good. Yep.
And then
So
in
far.
August, I guess. Do we want to talk August
Wait,
yet?
July.
Following the on and off rules, August would be the 11th,
25th.
and then
Yeah,
like I said,
I'm
if
not
we could-
sure what
if
my
we could-
schedule is then,
Okay, because you're a month out, right,
Um,
for your schedules?
because I
Okay.
don't know if we're gonna have a guy hired by then, or if I get a job
Busy.
elsewhere.
Oh,
We'll see.
okay. Everyone changing careers, huh?
Yeah, but the schedule's gonna be the same, unfortunately, at this new
Oh,
place. If I
really?
get it.
Oh.
Yeah, I know.
Well, at least you're already used to that for now. Hopefully, it won't be as
Well, that's like
jarring.
the standard for my career, anyways.
Really.
This schedule, yeah.
Huh.
Because most places are 24/7 operated.
Well, do they keep the same shifts just because? I don't know. Is that like is
Yeah,
nighttime
that's
a
the
better
thing.
time?
If I swap over to the other, if I do get this new job, I don't know if I'm going to be on the same schedule I am now, or if I'm going to swap to the other weekends. So normally our Sunday is the 11th and 25th, but if they swap me, it would be the 4th, 18th.
I think that's an issue for anyone
and-
else, though.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone else has off again.
No, I
work
think everyone
schedule.
else is usually open on the
Yeah.
Sunday.
So
Yeah.
if we have to swap, that should be fine. Just hopefully, as long as if we can get a swap where you get 2 weekends off instead of 2 weekends back to back of working.
Yeah,
'Cause
that would help.
Otherwise,
us
I
out.
mean-
that puts us in that situation where we're going to be short on, falling behind the podcast. Whereas if you get 2 weekends off back to back to make the swap, we'd be back to having a little bit of a buffer. So, I mean, I know that this that much of a priority in terms of your overall career-wise,
Yeah,
but
right. Yeah. Just
if you
keep it in
can make
mind.
that happen,
Yeah.
feel free to try to ask for that and let us know, and
Yep.
then we can plan to do both those weekends,
Mm-hmm.
make the transition.
Yeah, because the only other day, because in August I'm wide open except for the 18th for Sundays. So, I'm fine, and I think we're just like Horror of the Dragon Queen. It's kind of slow in the beginning, and we're like getting past the slow part, and then we're getting back into the quest line stuff. So I think it'll pick up a little bit, but should be good.
Sweet.
All right, guys. Well, yeah. So
All right.
we'll meet again on the.
So,
Sorry, July. Go ahead. What's your question?
no, I was gonna say I imported a character sheet for the Swallow. So just give me control, and I'll.
They're
Okay.
goddamn familiar. It doesn't need its own character sheet.
It's different stats though.
Let me see what.
Oh yeah.
That's the thing.
Now I gotta find a monster. I guess I could do like Taco, where I just found a image that worked.
Well, no, I have like a tile and everything for him. I made him
Oh,
in
you
a
do?
different. Yeah, check it out. It's at the bottom of the.
Did you put it
The
in
journal.
Discord or?
No, it's in
Oh, you
in our Roll20
created
game.
it. Taco Swallow.
It's already set up.
Okay, and then what do you need?
I just need control of it.
All right, here it comes.
So I do not have it.
Saved. Okay.
Awesome.
All right, guys, I'm gonna take off. Y'all take care.
All right. Have a good one.
So,
All right. See you guys.
See you in 2
Take it
weeks.
easy.
All right. Bye.